Hello, everybody. My God, my God. Imagine this. We're so back. We're so back. We're actually, for the first time, we're actually more back than we've ever been before. We are so back. We're so back. We're so back because at the end of the last episode, a surprise divine intervention appeared and restored the health and limbs of all of our homies. And I know for those of you who we're not there, you may be thinking, well, that sounds like a cop out. But it was the 11th hour. Several of our men had died. And unfortunately, those who were lost are still gone. Several had died. We were crawling through the streets surrounded by slavers and holy nation alike, bodies and limbs everywhere. And in the final moments, Okran himself came down in the form of a very, very generous lad. And as a result of that, where's back his heroes upload issue? Let's hope not. I'm pretty sure it was just YouTube being stupid earlier, but came back down in the form of a generous lad, and as a result, we were fully healed. The downside to this circumstance is, did you canonize the world event like I suggested? We're getting there. Hold on. The downside, and also I guess you could say the upside to this circumstance, is that things have those who escaped, those of the Holy Nation who fled in terror, brought rumor back about what had happened, and so I went through into the world. This is code for me. I went through into the world events and I canonized the events of last night. There's a single fly right here, and it's gonna drive me up the fucking wall. I'm gonna fucking kill it. Where you at, you rat bastard? Just one singular fly. Middle of summer, man. Always awful. Anyway, so I went through and I canonized the event. So yeah, it's all in there. The events of last night are there. They're written, and it should. You need to read it to us, my guy. Okay, I shall. I threw it together literally, I think 15 minutes before the stream started. So I'll throw it out for you guys, murderer. They say the Silver Citadel was besieged by the Holy Nation paladins, loyal to the Phoenix. The slaughter had nearly claimed the lives of all those loyal to the Knight Commander. But at the 11th hour, as the Templars and scribes lay dying at the hand of the Phoenix's forces, and the Knight Commander sits on death's door surrounded by the limbs and bodies of his comrades, a divine miracle occurred. The light of Okran himself engulfed the Silver Citadel, restoring the health and stamina to all those under the Templar order. To add, even the severed limbs of the Templars were restored in this divine moment. The sudden eruption of light caused a rally on the side of the Templars, and those loyal to the Phoenix fled with their lives. Reports of what happened spread to all corners of the Holy Nation, and claims by the Knight Commander of being the true chosen of Okran were given weight. In the coming days, unable to explain away the miracle, battles erupted across the land. And as those suddenly loyal to the Templars' Knight Commander and those loyal to the Holy Phoenix began to fight for their respective leaders. The Phoenix and his Inquisitors can no longer deny the Knight Commander as a chosen of Okran, but they refuse to give up control to him without a fight. The Holy Nation's civil war has begun. And on top of this, hold on, we're going to add to this because I ended up taking another step. I went into the game files and I added in patrols through all of the Holy Nation territories wearing the Templar armor, okay, wearing the full set of Templar armor, and they are now roaming around Okranite territory fighting with the Holy Nation. So there is an actual civil war happening in the game, not just in Sentient Sands dialogue. In the game, there is an actual civil war occurring now between the Templar loyalists and the Holy Nation. So things are about to get insane. There is a two-way conflict in the form of the Civil War, and then there's also technically a third in there because there are still Shek Kamikaze patrols in the Okranite territory. So there is an actual civil war occurring. An actual civil war is occurring, and some of those patrols can spawn out here. So I went through, I made special units I copied the Holy Nation patrols and then just made copies of the units, gave them the Templar armor, and they're there. Did Sis get his limbs back? Yeah, I gave everyone their limbs back. Everyone's got their limbs back, and a grand display. The battle has truly begun. He has no shoes. He has one shoe currently because it's been restored. That's really funny. Look at that. He's got a single shoe. This is peak world building right here. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's happening. It's happening. I want to see what the normal Templar armor looks like. Have we dropped one of those in here yet? We have. Okay, so this is the armor once it's fully done. I'll show you the armor that the rest of the paladins, like the ones that are walking around, are going to be there. Yeah, if I take it off and put it back on, it'll be there. Jesus Christ! I think they just launched a firework outside. Just scared the shit out of me. All right, Senji. Hold on. I want to show you guys what the paladins are walking around with. Jesus Christ, guys, what are we doing? Hold on. So they're launching fireworks or some shit outside. Christ. What the hell is he doing? It's crazy loud, dude. They're like literally launched. It's not even. Like, it was different during 4th of July, but Jesus fuck, man. Launching full-on fireworks outside. Everybody's being crazy. Anyway. Sorry about that. Get off my lawn here. I'm kind of a get off my lawn guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of the get off my lawn guy. Bald. He's that bald. It's true. It's true. Anyway, this is the armor that the rest of the paladins that are wandering around will be rocking. I'm going to show you guys that. The wandering patrols that I set up and made, this is what they're wearing. So you're going to have random patrols running around dressed like this. This is what the patrols look like. And I think that's fucking fantastic. It's going to be whole patrols dressed like this. And that's just fantastic. I think it's badass. It's really good. It's really, really good. So this is also what the vast majority of my forces are going to be dressed in. Except for some of the higher ranking forces, like higher ranking units that'll be wearing this gear. My Inquisitors will be wearing this. My normal paladins will be wearing this. And then the DA3 armor, which is this one, is what the Knight Commander will be wearing once it's ready. So great stuff. Great stuff. We're actually gonna put this away. So we're gonna start making gear now. Making the gear. Feel good about it. Templar boots, Templar helmet, plate, Templar leggings. Good. Very good, very good. Very good. Hop to it, good sir. Nice. At least it's actually fireworks. I live in Seattle, and when I hear sounds like that, it usually isn't. I mean, so here's the thing. I also happen to live up the road from like within a 5-mile radius. There's like 3 gun ranges, so it wouldn't shock me if that was the case. But like, you know. Last night you reacted to my message with a heart when I asked about putting Stobe inside your base for Divine Intervention. Have you done that? I have not done anything like this yet. No. I think it's a good idea, but I got to figure out placement because he won't fit necessarily right here. I think it's it's an interesting idea, but also, yeah, it's something I'm looking at. I'm considering. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it. I have a theory that if there are guns in Kenshi 2, the reason it's not in the air of Kenshi 1 is because the only way they could get it is in significant amounts was from importing from other continents. I think that is a potential idea for sure. I think it's either something like that where the resources are from other continents, or it's one of the things where the resources were in finite amounts. And by the time Kenshi 1 happened, they didn't have the ability to continue manufacturing of those resources anymore. Like there was a finite amount. Because like I think that Obedience was an acid mine, right? It was a sulfur mine. And so there could have just been like a finite amount that was available. All right, so Seiji's, he's working on his armor smithing. He's gonna be making some good armor, some good stuff here soon. Yeah. He sucks right now, but he won't for long. By importing, I meant sulfur. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I think that Obedience used to be a sulfur mine, and there may be like a finite amount that's left. So, yeah. See you later, Dragon. See you later. I'm excited to see one of my patrols roaming around. That's the thing that I'm the most excited about, is the potential of seeing one of my patrols roaming around. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for those, because they are out there. They are out there. I have them set to spawn in all Okran territories, including out here in out here, including out here. So in the skims, good old skims. No. Doesn't even have to be a finite amount. They might just lack the tech to extract the stuff from deeper deposits. That's, yeah, potentially, yeah. Yeah. Is there any info suggesting other continents that exist in the moon of Kenshi? Yeah, there is. There's one major. Firstly, one big piece of it is that, like, Kenshi's moon is relatively large, so unless the entirety of the rest of the moon is ocean, and this is the only continent present, which I find very unlikely, there's that. But in addition to that, there's an old map that you can find that is one of two things. It is either a reference to the old world prior to Kenshi's new world, like this world being developed and being put in place, or it's a reference to a foreign continent that is no longer accessible and people think isn't real. There is an item called the old map that basically says, hey, this, like, it looks like there's an old or like a fantasy made up continent or made up land on it, right? And again, you can interpret that as either it's a reference to the old world, right? The old map of Kenshi, or it's referencing the fact that there are other continents that we can't get to anymore, that have been it's been so long since we had contact with them that they're not even, we don't even think they're real anymore. We think they're made up fantasy. And I like to lean towards that being the case, where it's just really old tech, that old maps of places we can't go to. So I've returned, or should I say arrived? They've arrived. Mighty Mort. I wouldn't mind another content with some ship content. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of the perfect setup, because we may be getting boats and stuff in Kenshi too. And if we get boats, another continent would make a ton of sense. We could go to other lands. We can go to new lands, you know? It'd be cool if skeletons could see alternate item descriptions. Indeed. Yeah, so the Templar armor looks fire, and I'm stoked as hell about it. We loyal Templar Knights. Gonna have to get rid of my weapons and stuff here soon, and replace them with proper gear. What's Saiyan up to? Man, go sit in your chair. Sit in your chair. There we go. We gotta get more pews in here, man. We've got to do a lot of stuff. We got to do a lot of interior decorating and stuff like that. There's a lot to do. Got interior decorating to do. I got to drop a couple more chairs, but I have to do that with the Shift F12 because it won't let me place them properly because of the backs. Ah. There we go. There we go. The Knights of the Round Table. And I'm going to end up putting the... must be placed in... Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on. Interior edit. There we go. Chairs. I definitely don't sleep in my chair. I wholeheartedly believe that you sleep in that chair. You're just sitting there napping during your sermons. Knew it. I knew it. And we officially have our round table, which I think is pretty cute. Pretty cute. And we can put our leadership there as well. So, solid stuff. All right, so listen, we're going to have you. That's your chair right there. Inquisitor Saram, we're going to have you right there. You can sit in this chair for now. Griffin, your chair is right there. Off that stone mine. Good, your chair is right there. And then obviously the Knight Commander will sit up there. The map is sick. It's good. It's good. I think it's, it works. It just works. Like Todd Howard says, it just works. It just works. Giant map of Kenshi. What did I miss over the past few streams? Absolute fecking chaos. Absolute chaos. I nap during sermons, you nap during war. I don't nap during the war. I just am bad at participating in the war. That's all. Callum and Rig are manning their position. That's good. Good. It's good. A lot of bodies in here. A lot of bodies in there. All right, what is up with the Holy Nation? Not the Holy Nation, the Templar Loyalists. I got to figure out what's going on with them. They're around somewhere. Like I said, they spawn in Holy Nation territory, so they'll just randomly be fighting occurring in Holy Nation territory. Oh man, okay. This is the stream where the streamer let its people die of blood loss. I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm sorry, I don't think you died of blood loss, to be fair, though. I think you just died outright. I don't think you died of blood loss. I think you were killed outright. I'm sorry, okay? I tried real hard to keep you alive, and I did for a long time, and then one time I didn't, and that's all I'm about, okay? Suddenly, that's all I'm about. Killing Alexa, I suppose. Oh my god, do they have a base or a town? No, because it's Civil War, right? So the idea is that, like, this is their base, and they're roaming around, and, like, the idea is that the wars are breaking out all across Holy Nation territory. So it's not just, like, you know, they're coming from a certain place. It's civil wars erupting throughout the territory. I'd like to think the old map might reference continents on other planets, although I don't know if that makes sense. The likelihood alone of the other continent instead of the sea sounds logical too. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be. I feel like it's got to be. You're definitely gonna need an incinerator for the dead bodies eventually. I have a couple. I have two. We actually gotta get somebody whose job it is to do that. There, Akatsuki, it's your job now. That's what you do now. You do that now. That's what you do. We also have to continue to mine iron. Continue to mine the iron. Yes. Yes, Kiyoshi, you're on the iron refinery. I'm going to take you off that for right now because I don't want you doing that. It's good. It's good. I believe you did not die from blood loss. It was probably a straight up just heavy of a hit with a heavy injury. Yeah, based on where the damage was, like you were at negative 102 chest or stomach, and you were by one of the 5 invincibles. I'm pretty sure that they use one of their Konosuba and their spiked Konosuba there, and they just hit you really hard in the chest. Just hit you really hard in the chest. What's the lore for the playthrough? Well, originally, Knight Commander Riel here was part of an order hand-selected by the Holy Lord Phoenix to act as a champion of Okran and lead the Okranites to victory against the darkness, right? Against against Narco and the Shek and all that stuff. And unfortunately, things occurred during the siege of Admag, during the second siege of Admag, where after the first siege, Knight Commander Riel and many of his people were locked up in Admag. Our High Priest attempted to get aid for him from the Phoenix, and the Phoenix was basically like, if he dies, it's Okran's will. Reinforce the Citadel. I'm not sending help. Get over it. And that was fucked up. So Saiyan ended up going and rescuing Riel and leading the charge with High Inquisitor Seda. And we escaped. We managed to take out all of them. Yeah, and then we went back and kind of told the Phoenix what's what. I'm sorry, Alexa. I saw this post about the witch being dead in the Discord and popped back in with divine intervention, but I was too late to save you. It's true. It's true. Thank you very much, Matt, for the 10. Very generous. Very, very generous. Yes, unfortunately, we lost her. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we lost her. I do feel sorry for you, though, Alexa, mostly because I believe you do not deserve to die that way, but you were impaled on a giant sword penetration. Unfair. I mean, it wasn't a sword. It was a giant spiked club, and they hit her really hard with it in the chest. So basically, instead of impalement, it was more like all of your ribs were probably broken, and most of your internal organs were ruptured, and you died from internal bleeding and trauma. So you can you can hold your head high because you're I mean, you went out like a badass. You went out like a badass, but yeah, that happened. That's what happened. So. This is why I blame Hero. Thanks to the situation, Pork is now happy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. All right. Not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. All right. So anybody that has these really, what is it? The crosses here, these ones here, they are going to be part of our elite force. Everyone else is going to get, gonna get normal gear. Cassius, yeah, so pop on over here, good buddy. Pork's always rubbing salt in the wounds. Well, naturally. Naturally. We're gonna start getting our boys all outfitted. Alright. Nice. Those are DA2 boots. Put you there. Good. Helmet. Good. Good stuff, good stuff. Eventually this thing will be loaded up with gear. We'll just do what we usually do and delete the spot for it. These things take forever. Forever to make. Benji, we'll trade with you. Where is it? Is it in there? Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, where the hell is it? Okay, stunning. Stunning. Cool. So Cassius is our first warrior that has been given the proper attire. Fantastic. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's catchy and it fits your name perfectly. And yes, Hero got you killed due to negligence. I didn't have to do anything. There's literally nothing I could have done. Literally nothing I could have done. Literally nothing I could have done. It was instant death. What was I supposed to do? It was instantaneous death. You died like immediately without any. There was no intervention that I could have done to stop it. There was literally nothing I could have done to stop it. Stunning. Okay, we're there. We're gonna grab and start. We're gonna get prepped to put some mounted crossbows here as well. There. Want to really get this gate defended. Nice. And we've got some over here, right? Are they done? No, they're not done. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get those defended up nice. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think we can probably just do with every other for now. Nice. 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 Looking good. It's looking real good. Ah. Yeah, you're very lucky there's not necromancy in Kenshi, because then I would have a very special punishment for you. I think someone could be evil. I am worse. Shadow of War is a phenomenal game. I should play that on a variety night sometime. Which, by the way, tomorrow's a variety night because Muffin's busy. Muffin's busy. How dare he have a life outside of hanging out with me? Fine, I'm not jealous or anything. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Trade with Nox. That's gray. That's not who I meant to select. I need Maze. Scribes. Mage. Trade with Nox. Stunning. Alright, and then Maze, you need to go get your armor back. Or Nox, you need to go get your armor back. Sorry. Go on. Go on, you. Yeah, it's going to be a real slow burn on making that armor, isn't it? Shadow of War, honestly never heard of it, but then again, it's a very small selection of video games anyway. When is the few games I play called RimWorld, but then again, I still need a computer. Touche, touche. Dude, Nemesis System is literally one of the greatest things ever made, and it's really stupid that Warner Brothers has it locked up behind patents and shit. Has it locked up behind copyrights and patents for another couple of years. I think a Nemesis System in a game like Kenshi would do so well. Oh my god, it'd do so well. Good. Remember to like the stream to remind Hero not to get you killed. I might do it anyway. Can you name Riggs the Protector of the Order? Yeah, we do have to get the Protector of the Order going on. Is Riggs one of our big ones? I don't think he is. I think we can do it to we'll do it to Koi. Koi's a good man. Koi's a good man. We'll do it to Koi. Koi's been good. Actually, Skinner's been more beneficial. We'll do it to Skinner. Skinner's been good. We like Skinner. We like Skinner. Skinner's a good man. Okay, yeah, we'll rename him. So, show character editor. Skinner, the protector of the order. Oh. Well, I guess he's no longer Skinner. He's just the protector of the order. Protector of the order. Yes! God damn, this one fucking fly, dude. It's driving me nuts. Fucking Christ. Worst time of it's literally just one, but he keeps hovering around my fucking ring light. I keep seeing him in my periphery. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh man. Okay. I live RimWorld if I make mods for. Yes, you've sent me those mods actually. They were very well crafted. Very well crafted. From what I could tell, as someone who doesn't play RimWorld. Okay, so many games can benefit from the Nemesis system. I know. I think they lost it recently, did they? I don't believe so. I'd have to double check, but I don't believe so. I don't believe so, no. Yeah, we gotta make a second armor smith too. I want to double up on the armor smithing. Smithers, crafting. There you are. And the armor of the 9, heavy armor smith. Really double up on the armor smithing. Really just maximize output on that. Turn it this way. There we go. That's good. That's good. There we go. All right, we'll get that made. The fact they lost the Nemesis system recently was a fairly prominent and sadly believable by many April Fool's prank. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure that's not there. But yeah, most unfortunate. I wish they would lose the Nemesis system because they're not using it. Like that's the thing. It wouldn't bother me if they were using it. They're not even using it. They're not even using it. Absolute BS. Absolute BS. Not even using it. Nonsense. I don't think it'd bother me nearly as much if they were using it for something, but they're not. They used it once. I mean, they used it for obviously Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, and they were going to use it. There was a canceled Wonder Woman game they were going to use it for, which, like, not my thing, but it still would have been badass, and they stopped using it. They canceled the game and stopped using it. Like, it's so fucking frustrating because it's such a cool concept. It's such a cool idea, and they just don't fucking use it for anything, and it's annoying. We got Shek Kingdom spawns. Holy Nation. All right. I'm assuming there's going to be some more Holy Nation running through. There's fighting happening over here. Who are they fighting? Is it Shek? Yeah, they're fighting Shek. All right. Well, there should be some Templar spawns around here. I set the percentage chance to be like moderate, like it's not huge, but they will show up somewhere, right? I think as time goes on, I'll adjust the spawn values so that way they spawn more frequently. But they are there. They are there. Hey, hero fanboys, that's true. Where you at, you rat bastard? This one fly, man. It keeps flying up my periphery. It's making me mad. Okay, we got to get this thing up and running. We need iron plates for that. How are we doing with the iron plates? Iron refinery, there it is. We need to get a better source of iron is what we need. We need like another source of iron. We have one out here, but it's outside, and I may have to expand the walls a bit to encompass over here. Yeah, I may have to expand the walls a little bit to encompass this region over here. might be the way. Where's the cutoff on this? It's right there. No, that can't be right. Cutoff is right on the edge there? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see. We shall see. Expand the walls out and go from there. Suppose we could like take it and wrap over here. More fighting happening? One of ours? No, these are Holy Nation. I'm waiting. I want to see the first Templar skirmish. That's what I'm really looking for. Is the first Templar skirmish, where it's just a bunch of Templars over there. It's gonna look badass. It's gonna look so damn cool. It's gonna look so damn cool. But our big goal this episode is to get our farms up and running more, get production up and running, and just keep things moving along. In terms of the auto loom stuff, yeah, we're going. Okay. The main goal here is to get things moving. Upgrade you to large. And we're going to upgrade you to large as well. That way when this is done, we'll start funneling them over here. Good. What is this? Oh, conversation not for me. Things seem too peaceful. Evil must not be present. It's true, you know. It's true. How does one get a character made and added to this world? I mean, if you have a character that you want added in, I have plenty of characters at this point that are just like using their default name. So if you have a character name or concept in mind, let me know and I can edit them in. I'm fine with it. I prioritize channel members with it, but I'm good with it. I'm waiting to see my first spawn. I really am excited about here. I'm gonna drop one right here because I'm curious to see if it worked. I never actually tested it. So I'm curious to see if it's gonna work. So I'm gonna test it out real fast. Hold on. Templar Patrol. This is the one that spawns in throughout pretty much every area except for one. I have a couple of other ones, but this is the one that's in every area. What does it look like? Oh, stunning. They've got the faction colors and everything. It's beautiful. And then they roam. So you'll just see these guys wandering around. Look at them. Absolutely magnificent. Isn't that fucking intimidating? That's scary. That's fucking terrifying. Look at them. Ah. Alright, so they're off doing their own thing now, but that's cool as hell. Is that a mod, Templar Patrol? So the armor is from a mod. The actual, like, the patrol and stuff that you just saw, I made. That's me. I did it for this playthrough. I have them spawning all throughout the Holy Nation right now because we're in the middle of a civil war. There is one more type that spawns that has where I replaced the Inquisitor and added the Inquisitor in, and they have the Inquisitor using the Dragon Age 2 armor as well, so... Good stuff. Good stuff. Badass. Looks fire. Very stoked. Alright, is this thing built yet? No, it is not. I thought somebody was supposed to be on iron plates. What are we doing with that? Are we not producing iron fast enough? This is crazy. Is there a way for me to drop, like, more iron resources? I feel like I'm so limited because... what is it? I'm fine with, like, in terms of mining, right? Like, we can't use... Can we use tech? I don't think they'd allow us to use a fucking an automatic iron drill like this. I don't think they'd let me do that. Right? Everything's mined manually. Awful. For the anti-fly fund. Thank you, much appreciated. Fuck the fly. The single fly. It's literally just one. I want him to explode on contact. I'm off. It's annoying. I'm fucking annoyed with him. Wish base Kenshi would populate your settlements with NPCs once you built them up. Me too. That would be fire as hell. Me too. I hope Kenshi 2 allows you has some kind of system for doing things like that. 16 times the flies. God, no, I hope not. At that point, we have a cleanliness issue, right? 16 times the flies. That's crazy. That's asinine. Absolutely not. At that point, I'm like living in squalor. That's unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable behavior. No. One or two, a couple handful throughout, the house is like, it's this time of year. 16 times the flies, that's squalor. That's you're living in a dumpster fire. No. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I must go, for my powers are needed elsewhere. Enjoy. Could set the patrols to guard your base. I could probably assign some to do that. Yeah, that's true. Asmongold. Yeah, at that point you're living like Asmongold. And let's be honest here, no one wants to do that. I need to figure out this iron situation because we are not producing iron fast enough. Like we're just not. Is that our guys? Some of them are. Yeah, so these are our guys, right? You can tell the Templar loyalists because they wear different colored robes, right? They wear different colored robes. It's good. Part of the Templar loyalists. Great. I just came to the stream. What's going on in the series right now? Right now, we're working on expanding the base and building up our forces a little bit more in terms of armor and whatnot. So I've experimented with modding citizen NPCs to merc contracts with the work fields and mines, along with shopping AI to a little bit more like my base. Still funky to mess around with. Yeah, it's one of those things where I had a mod once that let me do it, and it worked okay. But it definitely needed some work. I could probably figure out how to do it myself if I just added it. Like, you could find people scattered throughout the world that are like, hey, I'm looking for a settlement to live in, and then you get like a permanent contract to defend your base, similar to the way that the Aerobots do, where they just follow you for like 10,000 in-game days. You could probably do the same thing where you talk to them, and then they just like they protect your base and live in your base for that many in-game days. What is effectively forever. Absirt. Yes. Look at this. Look at this round table. It's fucking magnificent. It's magnificent. Wait. Bastard. If you can make a faction like that, in theory, you can make them spawn as NPCs in cities like gate guards, etc., like in other towns or cities, right? The fuck? I will get this thing. One of these times, it's gonna land like right in front of me, and you guys are just gonna see me like punch my desk. Oh man, the map is pretty sweet. Look, that's what I'm saying. It's a full. How else are we to plan? How else are we to properly plan our movements on Kenshi? How else? You know? Would you consider recruiting the airbots in a skeleton-only playthrough? Cheating? No, I wouldn't. No. Use them as labor, use them as gate guards, etc. All that good stuff. Bandits. Are they out here fighting my Templars? They are! Okay, hold on. We get to see some of the Templars fighting. Beautiful. They're also using unique weapons, too. They're using weapons from Dragon Age, although the textures appear to be a little fucked up. I think they may have to be using a specific... I may have to fix that later on. I think they have to use a specific, like weapon quality, right? Like, it may be, like, weapons of Ferelden or some shit like that. But, yeah, look at that. The weapons are a little fucked up, but they're usable. I'll have to fix that. He made me laugh with that mimed punch. It's true. Just absolutely go at it with this fly, okay? Just straight down hammer fist on it. I've been thinking how to tweak Sentient Sands to work with Project Cthulhu. Not sure how difficult that would be. Project Cthulhu, by and large, should work, not perfectly, but, like, it picks up on, like, mods. It reads your mods and then adjusts the, like, the AI for the mods that you have on hand. Like, I can have modded factions, and it will take those factions into account when discussing things. Modded armor and stuff like that, it'll take them all into account. When doing stuff. So theoretically, Sentient Sand should work okay with Project Cthulhu without a ton of tweaking. Kiyoshi teleported behind the building? Question mark. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fix that. You're stuck. Have to fix that. You are stuck. No wonder you're not doing shit. Okay. Yeah, we gotta get this iron situation sorted out. We're not producing nearly enough. We've got copper over here. We're pretty loaded up with copper. I think we're fine with that. We need more iron. More iron. I think I may say fuck it and just add in. Okay, all right. Here's what we do. Here's the question. I'll leave this up to you guys. Are we okay with using an iron ore mine? Okay, like an automated iron ore mine. It's a little high tech, for a Holy Nation run. Or do I place an iron node so that way we still have to manually mine it? It's still slow, but at least it's not high tech. Like what do we do here? Because we need more iron reasonably. We can't place down an iron ore, like a fast ore mine, like an automatic drill. We need we need it. It's above tech level 3 for auto. No, because we're only tech level 3. But the problem is that it's still considered like a higher form of tech, you know? It was saved from the destroyed holy mine in Skinner's Realm. I don't think they use those though, right? That's seeing a problem with the flies. It's not even flies plural, it's one. There's just one, and he just won't go the fuck away. It's just the one. Refinery, it's time to reform. Absolutely goated. I've been reverse engineering the kayak database for the new release of Sentient Sands, so ask me later in the Discord and I can send everything I've data mined. It's comprehensive enough that you could plug and play all the info for Cthulhu. That is absolutely badass. Also, Matt, thank you for the 50. Very generous. Goated as always. You absolute mad lad. Appreciate you very, very much. If it's not prohibited, then it's probably fine. Okay, all right, we'll drop the ore mine then. We'll drop the ore mine. Out here is going to be a combination of things, but I'm thinking about moving some of our production out here, although it does look like quality gets much worse over here. Because right now, this is like the square, right? The town square, and it's kind of taken up by industry, and I'd like to start moving that stuff. Out here is also agriculture, so... all right, we're going to move this into position then. We'll get this going. By the way, anybody who didn't check it out, I dropped a new Kenshi science video today. Very proud of it. It's been a lot of work. I spent over a month researching the petrochemical industry and petrochemical mines and all that stuff. And Alberta, Canada. Spent a lot of time digging into Alberta, Canada. It's funny because my entire comment section's filled with Albertans being like, "Hey, Canada mentioned." It's just funny. So I dropped a new Science of Kenshi video though today. If you guys are interested, if you haven't watched it already, put a lot of time into it. Big stuff. Big stuff. I spent probably about a month and change doing research for that video. Really long time doing research for that video. We also need more wind generators. Wind generation. Generation. I watched the video at work. Hell yeah. What'd you guys think? What do you think? I was explaining earlier in the Discord that like I mostly do the Kenshi science videos for me, right? Like it's a combination of things. One, I just find all that stuff really fascinating, but also it's kind of I was explaining it as like it's kind of like a peek behind the curtains as for how I do my investigations, like my lore investigations, where my theories come from and stuff like that. Because I've had a lot of people, especially as the channel has gotten bigger, I've had a lot of people that maybe don't get the full context, or like maybe they'll see a short where I'm talking about something and because of that they lack a lot of the evidence that I have. But I've been accused of like just making crap up. And the truth is that every single theory that I come up with is well, almost every theory. There's been one or two where it's kind of just like off the wall, like just throwing something out that I'm like, hey, this is an interesting idea. But a lot of the bigger theories that I've come up with, I spend a lot of time researching, not just in game, but out of game too. Like when I'm talking about like the glaying and the chemical contamination and the heavy metal contamination and poisoning effect of the floodlands on the Cannibal Plains and how that leads into the the potential for where the cannibals came from. When I'm talking about just for example, because I used it today, the situation and how the Deadlands was an oil mine inside of a giant basin, and it was basically became the victim of orographic trappings and all that stuff. and the effects of like petrochemical off gassing and stuff in the neighboring regions, all that stuff. Like all of this stuff is based in real world science that I dig into, and I do a lot of research to try and make sure that I am being as accurate as I can when I'm telling these theories. And so the science videos, aside from the fact that I just find them personally very fun and interesting, and they have, they're kind of educational. The big thing behind them is that it's like a peek behind the curtains as to like, this is what the shit that I'm looking at and that I'm going through and that I'm digging into and learning about when I'm coming up with these theories. I don't think that there was a high concentration of iron in the floodlands because it's convenient. I think that because scientifically it makes the most sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. There's evidence behind it. And this is all the evidence laid out that tells me that's what it must be. Just something to think about. I find a lot of stuff really, really interesting. So there isn't a lot of others digging into it the way that you do, and since I found the channel, it's been binge. It's been a binge, specifically the lore and explanations content. I can't tell you. I can tell you're doing research. I appreciate it. I really try to put as much time and energy into it as I can. Especially now that I'm full time, like I have the ability to sit down at my office or on my phone and all that stuff and dig in for 2-3 hours and like read about all this stuff. I've read way too much about petrochemical mining, like petroleum mining and stuff, and tar sands and tailing ponds and all that crap recently. So I'm probably going to avoid that for the future because I've learned way too much about that. But it is admittedly been a bit much recently with in that regards to that. But okay, Cathal and Bland? No, Cathal and Shay. Yes, Cathal and Shay. You guys are going to be operating this thing once it's done. Very good. Do we have anybody heading towards us right now? No, we don't. Good. Operate that ore drill. Raw iron, baby. Way faster than mining it. Way faster. Next thing we need to do is get copper and iron plates up and moving. That is essential. Invincible Vengeance moving towards us once again. That's fucking awesome. Woo. We're going to have to deal with that. It's all right. We should be okay. I am blown away by the fact that at some point in development, the devs would have been looking into the science of some of the stuff themselves, which appreciate it. It was that's the other thing too. Like I posted, I was posting pictures of like the oil fields and the tar sand fields, of like Alberta, Canada. I talked about it a lot, Canada quite a bit. I've never been to Canada, but those natural springs you were talking about look like they'd be great for your skin. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. Like the pictures that I posted of Alberta, Canada, there are times when like, for instance, my wife watched the video this morning, and she looked at it and she was like, "Wow, that it looks literally exactly like that area in Kenshi." She didn't say the Deadlands. She doesn't know Kenshi like that, but she was like, "Wow, that looks like identical." It's crazy. It literally looks exactly like it. It's nuts. It's like a 1-for-1. It's almost like the Deadlands was modeled after Canada. Maybe. No, but like it's crazy how it lines up like that. It's just like in the first Kenshi science video when I was talking about the glaying, and that's the reason why the fog islands are blue. Have like that bluish gray tint. I posted a picture of the glaying of like actual soil that's glayed on screen, and it blended so well with the fog islands that you almost couldn't tell what was in game and what was an actual like real life picture because the colors matched almost identically. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. And the concept art, the Deadlands is actually called tar sands. That's true. That's true. And in the game files, a lot of the like the oil rigs and stuff, like the petroleum holding canisters, are actually referred to as tar sand canisters in the game files as well. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, so apparently there are Shek heading towards us. That's okay. What is this? Is there more? Oh, nice, nice. The Civil War, baby. It's happening. It's happening. Look at them. Look at them. Fighting paladins. Kicking their asses. Yes, those loyal to the Templars. Are the skeletons like Terminators? They have skins like humans before, but now they don't. They have materials to now they don't have the materials to regenerate the skins back to when until they became skeletons. No, I don't know. So I talked about this in the Discord in a excuse me. I talked about this a couple of days ago in the Discord with a few of the Discord members. I don't know where the idea that the skeletons used to have like synthetic skin and looked human came from, because look at the shape of them. Like, can you imagine synthetic humanoid skin being stretched over a fucking skeleton, like a skeleton soldier bot, or being stretched over a screamer unit? Like, it's no, no, no. When in my shorts and stuff, and in previous videos, when I've talked about the skeletons having an outer casing, I don't mean they had synthetic skin. What I mean is they had like armor plating. They were encased in like an armor plating. They had like an outer shell, right? If you strip away the outermost frame, the outermost shell of your car, you're left with the frame, the skeleton of the vehicle, right? A lot like it's just a fucking outer casing, right? It's not. They weren't wearing like synthetic skin as far as we can tell. In fact, most evidence suggests they were most definitely not wearing synthetic skin, because you can still see some of the armor plating present on the behemoths in the pit, and the behemoths are just scaled up skeletons. Just scale up skeletons. Do you think playing the game running at 10 times speed or faster a bit cheesy due to how the NPCs can't react properly at that speed, and then you can run through zones so fast NPCs aren't even spawned yet? I mean, yes, theoretically, yes, which is why I try to avoid doing it when I'm like, what is it, when there's a large combat situation going on or anything like that. Sometimes I'll do it for movement between like cities, or if like, what is it, I'll have like a dude run, I don't know, like to, like, I don't know, we'll say the hub, and I'll just kind of, I'll be back here, I'll have it run down there in full speed because I'm focusing on other things. I mean, it can be a bit cheesy. It depends. I can see why you could consider it cheesy, but also meh. I like 3. Although I frequently use 20. I actually only use 20 when I'm on stream. Fun fact: I only do it on stream. I don't do it when I'm not there. The Holy Nation will cleanse you of the darkness. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. Do you think the behemoths in Obedience are actually dead or alive but frozen in place? They're dead. I think they're dead. Soon will purge the last of her beasts, indeed. Indeed, those loyal to me still stand. Those loyal to me still stand. Looking fantastic. I'm pressing F. It brought me to Riel. Interesting. Interesting how that happens. No, I think they're dead. Pretty much everything indicates that that they're dead. There's no movement in there. I think whatever compound was used melted them down, and then they used some kind of nitrogen or something to freeze them in place afterwards, so they couldn't escape. I think they're dead. They are DED dead. Dead from the neck up, dead from the neck down, dead. Wow, this is a really slow refinery, my god. Any second now. Take that. Thank you. We gotta get more power. That's part of the reason why these things are moving fucking slow as hell, is because there's no power. Lynn, what are you doing? No, get over here. You fucking buffoon. Get over here. If they were dead, they wouldn't need cryogenics, though. Well, they could have froze them in place and they weren't dead initially. Right? Like, the cryogenics may not have been for the sake of, like, they're alive, but we're trapping them. It could have been a situation where we dropped them in there, they were alive initially, they used the cryogenics to hold them in there, and then they died later. Like, they may not have died immediately. They may have died over time or slowly. Or, like, it could have been something done to hold them in place while they died. But no, they're dead. They're almost definitely dead. Almost definitely dead. I was doing a bit of research into glaying, and it looks like the iron trees could be the source of the iron, not the product. They're removing iron from the surrounding environments. I mean, the iron trees are only present in gut though, so that could be why gut has that deeper, like more intense, vibrant blue, is because they're like it's. I don't think it's that they're a product of the environment per se. I guess you could say that because I think that what happened was the trees evolved to metastasize, not metastasize, to metabolize the iron in the soil, and that's why they're able to absorb some of the nutrients, the iron from the soil, and they ended up developing iron bark. So I think there's like a symbiosis going on there now. Do we think the behemoths were sentient? Do we think the First Empire would have thought twice about doing if they knew their skeletons were sentient? Do I think the behemoths were sentient? I do. I do. But do I think that the First Empire would have responded differently? Honestly, they probably would have tried even harder to kill them. They probably would have killed the normal skeletons too. Made a point to kill them as well, to be honest with you. To be totally frank with you, they probably would have tried to kill them even harder. That's my thought. That's my thought on the matter. Did we... Oh, we forgot to do the repeating. God damn it. Templar, boots, armor. Okay, repeating. Repeat stuff. Repeat stuff. Where is our boy there that's making our stuff? Senji. Good old Senji. Yeah. Good old Senji. All right, get back here and start producing again. Produce, my guy. Produce. Consume Prilosec. Prilosec is your god. Wow, there's a lot of corpses happening out here. We're actually, the gate's holding very well, which is surprising. Very nice, very nice. They would most likely have seen sentience as a bug in their code. Yeah, or they would have recognized the danger of the sentience, right? Because, again, they viewed their AI... Firstly, they thought themselves gods. They thought that they couldn't be overthrown. I don't think they saw the dangers of what they were doing. But also... aside from that portion of things, they likely wouldn't. Cryogenics don't keep people alive; it simply freezes things solid. Sorry, Walt Disney. That's true. That's true. No, they probably would have seen it as dangerous, right? Like they got rid of the behemoths because they recognized the destructive capabilities of the behemoths, and they no longer needed them because the war against the kaiju were over. So like. They were clearly like, hey, these things are dangerous. We only made them because we needed them. Now we don't need them anymore. So like we're donezo with them. Like we're good. Like move on, you know? Whereas let me fix their run speed. What do they and so they got rid of them. I think if they had seen the sentience appearing in the skeletons, if they had noticed that the skeletons were actually sentient and not just like really advanced toasters that were capable of problem solving for the sake of completing their task, but like saw that they were developing emotions and thoughts and feelings, they probably would have decommissioned all of them. They probably would have shut them all down, started from scratch, done something else. But they realized too late. They realized too late, you know? So, definitely a big feckin' oopsie on their end. Definitely a big oopsie on their end. A whoopsie. Very good. This thing up and running yet? Not quite. We need this running. What's Kiyoshi doing? Aimless? You're aimless? Why are you aimless? You shouldn't be aimless. We should be grabbing fucking metric tons of raw iron as well. Metric tons of raw iron. How many armor plates do we have? We have a decent amount? No, we're kind of just going right on the edge there. Hold on. What's your supposition? What's your supposition? Okay, what's your supposition on if the fall of the First Empire is limited to the moon or spread across the rest of the Interstellar Empire? I think it's limited to the moon. I think the Interstellar Empire was not interconnected in terms of communication, right? I think Kenshi has this habit of being very grounded in gritty science, like gritty science, all right? When I say gritty science, I mean like it's not high science. Wow, okay, we have Invincibles and United Cities elite warriors headed towards us. Interesting. That's fun. It's very grounded in gritty science. And the reason why I say that is that like it's a lot of like it's not high sci-fi concepts. We're not talking about like wormholes. We're not talking about um faster than light travel. We're not talking about like Dyson spheres and stuff like that. What we're talking about is highly advanced, realistic super technology that is based in our modern understanding of science, and that operates in a way that you would see in like a civilization that's like a 1.7 on the Kardashev scale, right? Like they've been able to utilize all the resources on their own planet, but they haven't fully figured out how to utilize like the resources of the sun for like energy and stuff. Because like, and we know that that's the case, right? Let me clarify. We know that's the case. And the reason why we know that's the case is they had to mine petroleum. They had to use geothermal energy from volcanoes. If they were a civilization that was a type 2 on the Kardashev scale, they'd have mastered the technology of their own sun, the energy of their own sun, right? They would have been able to build a Dyson sphere around their sun to use that as a source of basically unlimited energy to fund Kenshi. And they didn't do that. Instead, what they did was, oh, Matt with the 50, absolutely goated, absolutely goated. I'll jump on that in just one moment. Give me just a moment. Instead, what they did was they mined petroleum. They mined natural gases, which means they were above a type 1 on the Kardashev scale, but they were not to a type 2. If they're not a type 2, there's no way in hell they have faster than light travel. And without faster than light travel, going from one area of your empire to the next would take decades, if not years, either singular years, decades of years, hundreds of years. What this means is that the Kardashev scale is unbalanced, in my opinion. I mean, but it's the Kardashev scale may be relatively unbalanced, but the Kardashev scale is also the best understanding of what we have to understand and scale civilizations based on their technology, and it's the most widely accepted version of it. So while it may be unbalanced and it could have room, it definitely has room for error, it's the most widely accepted version of the scale that we use for measuring technology throughout the universe. With that being said, if they were capable of faster than light travel, then they an interstellar empire would make sense because you could travel very quickly, very fast. And these trips that would usually take decades or centuries would not take nearly as long because you could move faster than the speed of light, which means you could effectively move beyond the confines of time because speed, gravity and time are interconnected. If you move faster than the speed of light, you can basically move faster than time relative to gravity. Okay. That's why when you look in the sky, if aliens at the closest planet, the closest nearest star to us, were to look at our planet now, they'd see dinosaurs because light travels through time. So if I moved faster than the light that was traveling, I'd be traveling back in time. So if you move faster than the speed of light, you can move through time. Time basically has no meaning anymore. If you can manipulate gravity, then you can bend space around you and move from point A to point B without being affected by time, because by bending space, you're bending time. That falls in lines with the ideas of like, who is it? It's Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar used to talk about the alleged spaceship that he could have worked on for the U.S. government back in like the 90s. It would fold upward and then generate gravity below it, and it would bend space around it. So the vehicle wasn't actually moving. Instead, it was almost like it was pulling itself throughout space by warping space below it, and it would move at ridiculous speeds because it was moving beyond the confines of gravity. Now, all of this is important to say that there's a lot more evidence to suggest there was not an interconnected empire that was capable of communicating and traversing between themselves. Instead, what is more likely is that the empire that landed on Kenshi was a seed colony that was sent out to spread human reach throughout the stars, to colonize planets, to colonize moons, and to spread human influence throughout the galaxy and throughout the universe. In real life, if we sent people to live on, I don't know, say Titan, or in the upper atmosphere of Venus, or on Mars, we're not going to all of a sudden have the technology to hop onto a spaceship and fly to Mars and be there, take a weekend trip on Mars, or something like that. Like, it's not going to happen like that. These trips take a long, long, long time. Okay. And especially the farther out you get, the farther away you go. So what this means is that if we send people out into the stars to, say, an exoplanet, and it's going to take them, 100 years to get there. It could take them 50, 60, 70, 100 plus years to get there. Multiple generations. Maybe they're in some kind of cryo sleep or some kind of hibernation. Maybe we send embryonics there. All of these things are possible. But the point is that when you send out seed colonies, you're not sending them out with the intention of them being part of an interconnected empire. You're sending them out there with the understanding that you are almost never going to communicate with them ever again. Ever again. Especially with universal expansion being factored in as well. You're almost never going to communicate with them ever again, but you're sending people out there to expand human influence, expand human reach, expand technology, expand our understanding of the universe, and create colonies out throughout the stars. It is not an interconnected empire in the sense that you would see in like Warhammer or Star Wars or anything like that. It is independent colonies that are all part of, that are all independent from one another, that do not communicate with the greater empire. They are self-sustaining, self-sufficient, and they're not part of the greater empire. The lack of military equipment for a seed colony like this wouldn't make sense. Yes and no. Yes and no, because it could have been that they were sent here with the intention of it being, a seed colony. They sent the people down, and then they utilized the technology that they had to colonize, to terraform the planet, the moon, to make it more habitable for them, right? Because originally Kenshi likely had megaflora, it had megafauna in the form of the kaijus. They used the eye satellites to carve away huge swaths of that flora, burn away a shit ton of the megaflora that was on the planet, thus changing the atmosphere, also depriving the megafauna of their food source, so they would naturally start to die off and scale and disappear. And then they land on the moon, and they take their workforce, being that of the sentient AI skeletons, and they build large versions of their sentient workforce to finish off the kaiju and make the moon entirely under their control. They didn't need military equipment because they had the resources to create what was effectively an infinite army that could do the fighting for them after they wiped out the vast majority of life on Kenshi that could be a problem for them. Using the eye satellites as terraforming devices to fix the atmosphere and to fix the atmosphere, make it habitable for them, and to get rid of the large megafauna. And what was left was eliminated by the behemoths, which were seemingly large, just scaled up versions of their workforce that they already possessed. They wouldn't need military equipment, especially if it's a civilization that doesn't prioritize military and instead prioritizes industry and prioritizes the building and like building an industry and all that stuff. They wouldn't need that kind of military equipment. We also don't know the circumstances behind them coming to the moon either. If there is a greater empire, they could have been a seed colony. It could also be a circumstance where most of the empire was wiped out beforehand, and this is a refugee colony that ended up setting up shop and developing their own culture and customs. And we know they had corporations and all of that stuff. It could have ended up becoming a refugee colony that became self-sustaining. We don't know. But do I think that if there was, like, the Skeleton Rebellion, if there is the greater empire out there, that it was a rebellion across the entire empire? No, I do not. Because I think that regardless of the circumstances, I do not believe the empire is in communication. If there is one still, is or was ever in communication with the folks on Kenshi. I think they were an independent colony that never had any connection to the main empire once they were sent here. I think they were sent off with either the intention of furthering human settlements across the stars. They were a seed colony. They were a refugee colony. Either way, I don't think so. No. Nope. What about the other moon and the planet, do you think? I think it's possible, but the planet, I don't know. I have reason. I don't really think the planet is habitable. If the planet was habitable, why would they not settle there instead? Could be a penal colony. I mean, maybe. It's not outside the realm of possibility. I've talked about it before. That it could have been something like that. But why would they give a penal colony? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't personally think so. I think it's possible, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think the planet that Kenshi orbits is habitable, to be honest. I don't think it's habitable. All right, how are we doing on production? Have we got this? We really need to get this other wind wind source up and running. How are we doing on the Invincibles and the? Yeah, they're on their way. They're a coming. They're a coming. They are a coming. Random Holy Nation patrol. Random my patrol just running around Templar. Dude, I almost want to go on a little trip through the behemoths were the guards but were hacked. I mean, I think that part might be my issue with that is like that's purely like running off of a hypothetical leap in the sense that like we have no reason to believe they were the guards. Like there's nothing to indicate that other than like okay, so let me explain. The problem with wondering if the behemoths were the guard is that it's trying to make evidence or find evidence to fit the theory instead of the theory to fit the evidence, right? It's not working backwards, which I think is the problem because what it does is it's like, okay, well maybe the behemoths were the guards, so now that supports my theory instead of this is my theory. Like what does the evidence point to? Like I don't know. Like the theory it's not working. It's not working in the right direction. I guess is the point that I'm trying to say. It's finding evidence to it's creating evidence to support the theory instead of the theory to support the evidence. I think the behemoths were closer to whaling machines than guards. That's not a terrible idea considering the kaiju were more than likely aquatic based on everything we've seen and the concept art that lists them as whales. That's not a terrible concept idea. Maybe the Kenshi continent is where it collapsed and is awful, and the rest of the moon is fine. The rest of the planets just treat it like we're like Haiti or wrote it off. But again, potentially, maybe like that. We just don't know, right? Like at the end of the day, it really comes down to that we don't know. We just don't know. A lot of good potential ideas, but at the end of the day, we just do not know. We just don't know. All right, we're gonna trade with Sigismund here. Oh, I gotta go back and read Matt's dono. Where are you at, you beautiful? There it is. All right, Matt for the 50, much appreciated. By the way, very generous. Go to behavior. The Behemoth War and the Skeleton Uprising actually start making a lot more sense if you assume Kenshi started as a Warhammer spinoff. The Skeletons are basically the Men of Iron, and the Human Empire prior to the Imperium is the first empire. I've heard a lot of people question whether or not Kenshi's set in the Warhammer universe. I think somebody may have asked Chris that during the AMA that he did on Reddit. I have to double check the results of that because I think somebody may have actually asked Chris if Kenshi was set in the Warhammer timeline. We're gonna give Sig the Falling Star, so he's got a mace right now, which I think is really fun. Look at that. Look at that. He's got a feckin' mace. He's got a mace. Good. It's good. We like maces. Mace-eye. I gotta make another crafting. Armor Smith of the 9. Of the 9. We're gonna use this to make a new sword for Riel. We gotta make that boy a new sword. Alright, because his last one got stolen by that bitch Mackenzie. Except it wasn't actually Mackenzie this time, but still, that bitch Mackenzie. Not set in. I believe it was heavily inspired by. I mean, it could be. That's one of the things that I don't know if Chris follows Warhammer too much, but I mean, quite possibly. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. It is quite possible. We know that Chris like took a lot of inspiration from various forms of pop culture and stuff like that throughout Kenshi and all that stuff. So Mackenzie's your Carol Baskin. Kind of. She's a bitch. That bitch, Mackenzie. We need to get more power. And to get more power, I need more fucking iron. Kiyoshi, you need to get over here. And you need to start just taking the iron. Just take the iron. Get over here. Take all the iron. Terrible. You guys still working on this? Yeah. Take all that iron, make iron plates. We need iron. We need iron. All right. 1 iron equals 1 iron plate. Good. Good. We can do that. We need power, right? Like that's the big thing right now is we need power, and we keep devoting our resources to not getting power, and it's not beneficial in the slightest. In the slightest. Stop bullying him, Mackenzie. It's so embarrassing, please. The whole nation is too much of a mirror of the Imperium of Man. To me, I believe he's not at least familiar with 40K. Again, he might be. He might be. It's not like it's something I've ever like sat down and asked, but he very well might be. I know that Kenshi originally started as a Western. Fun fact: a lot of people don't know that Kenshi originally started as a Western. It was a Western. I came here for a fucking shootout, like a Western. Originally had guns. Originally was a Western set in the dungeon in the desert and had guns. I need to stop having you fucking run over here and give up our iron plates, gosh dang it. Okay, run over here. Add that in. Stunning. Get over here. Build more. I'm going to have to do this manually until I get all 10, and it's going to be really feckin' annoying. Bandit demands moving towards the Silver Citadel. Wow, everyone wants a piece, don't they? We've got Shek. We've got these boys here. The Shek upon us. The Shek are almost upon us. Yeah, everybody wants a piece, don't they? My God. Kyoshi, get over here. What's this? Triangle bandits? Dust bandits. Wow. Wow, we've got dust bandits coming for us, guys. I'm quaking in my wee little boots. I am. I'm quaking in my wee little boots. Oi, chumps. It's happening. It's happening. My God, it's happening. What are we building? I feel like we're putting them all on these turrets. I feel like that's where all of our resources are going. It's fine. It's fine. Kyoshi, you get over here. We're going to go ahead and drop this gate here. Drop this gate here. Good to go. We're not open to the public. Sorry. Sorry. All right, so small group of bandits are going to get absolutely murdered. Small group? Moderate-sized group of bandits going to get absolutely moitered. Moited. They're going to get straight up moited. And then, after that, we've got Shek that are incoming. They're almost here. And then after that, we've got the United Cities that are coming. They're almost here. My lord, my lord, my lord, my lord. You don't want your friends to die, do you? The irony. The raw irony of that. Alright, let's see how many of them they can actually take down. How much our archers are going to do here. Nice. Their turret skills are getting really good, too. Real good. Look at that. Just devastating. Just devastating. Nice. Over. They didn't stand a chance. Just had to do it to them. Their precision shooting's getting really, really good, though. Really, really good. Yep. Yep. That's just the way it goes. What do you think the odds are that some of these Shek ran into a Templar patrol? I don't imagine it's actually very good. Templar patrols are kind of rare out here compared to the rest of Kenshi, right? There's like a middling chance of them spawning out here. Much higher chance of them spawning out in Okrins Valley and some of the other places. So the war leader for the Shek is called Crag. His name is Crag. He's a 5 invincible named Crag. Crag is going to get shot in the face. We're going to shoot him in the face. It's going to be a good time, Crag, getting shot in the face. Sigismund is actually armed up now too. He's got proper limbs now. So I pity the fool who stands against him in his single shoe. We should probably fix that. Oh, what the fuck? He's just got a single shoe on. Yeah, he's just got one shoe, and his chest plate's only half dyed. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, he's only got one shoe. That's so funny. It's only giving him one shoe. I feel like I probably have to reload to fix that. That's funny. That's funny. He's getting used to his new limb. Really just sitting there whipping his dogs out, you know? Letting his dogs feel the fresh air. It's good. It's good. Good. Oh, man. I feel like chat has been oddly silent recently. Is something wrong here? Very odd, guys. Very odd. Nope, it's there. Nope, it's there. Okay. I was like, chat's being real silent, guys. You guys are being so untalkative. It's odd for me. It's odd for me. Nope, it's there. It's working. It's working. Okay. All right. Can you make the Templar loyalists? Can you make the Templar loyalists you make be spawned in the Silver Citadel and live there like town NPCs via the FCS? I think I could probably do it if I made them like mercenaries. Yeah, I think I could do it if we made them mercenaries. You ran out of tokens. Guys, my AI ran out of tokens. I'm unable to talk anymore as a result of running out of tokens. I need... Nope, not you. Need Farm XL. We're going to start upgrading some of these farms. Upgrade them all the way to XL. Get those done. Yeah, we're going to start upgrading the wheat farms. Eventually, I'd like this whole section to be just nothing but wheat farms. It'll be glorious. It'll be glorious. Fantastic. I ran out of Radiant dialogue. That's funny. You gave us a lot to think about. Me bitching about, not even bitching, me going off on my tirade about interstellar travel and the physics behind it. Okay, so we are in for another absolute fucking ball buster. This is gonna be great. This is the same force that almost like whipped our shit last night and that killed Alexa. So we're on that. We're on that. Yep. And Irvin, they killed Alexa. They killed Irvin. They killed. There's more. Yep. It's going down. It's going down. How are we doing on armor production? What's up with that? We got a couple sets out here, a couple standard. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, rigs. No, we need Nox to get over here and get his armor back. What we need. Hope in Kenshi 2, the Ochre Knights are more sympathetic in contrast to how they are in Kenshi 1. Realistically, based on what we understand from the lore, they should be. Based on our understanding of the lore, they should be, like, basically a complete 180 from what they are now. Which I think is the smart way to do it, right? Like, I think the idea of, if you just did a prequel and it's like, oh, there's the Holy Nation, they've always been like that, that's annoying. But the idea of, like, seeing the Holy Nation, it's like, oh, they actually used to, like, be not terrible. Like, what the fuck? Wow. You know, like, I feel like it adds a layer of like, wow, you know, to them as characters. So it adds a layer. It adds a layer. Do we have anyone with spare weapons right now that we can take? Because things are not looking great. Sigismund, you have one. Yes. All right, Sigismund, you run to Nox. Go trade with Nox. Go trade with Nox. First Phoenix reveal, is he a skelly or not? I think he will be a skeleton, yes. I proposed the theory that the first Phoenix was in fact a skeleton, and that the Phoenix reincarnation is actually a historical historical rewrite, removing the skeleton aspects of the skeleton resets. There they sit, just hanging out. Just hanging out. They're just waiting, picking their moment. We've also got the others headed towards us as well. We have Triangle Bandits, Dust Bandits, Shet Kingdom, and UC all headed towards us at the same time. That's feckin' awesome. UC's there. Shet Kingdom is here. What are the odds are the Shet Kingdom and the UC end up fighting each other out front? That would be convenient. Well, we just sat here shooting at them. That would be mighty convenient. Mighty convenient. Here, a lore question for Kenshi 2. In broad strokes, what are the states of the Shek and Hive during that time? The Hive is fresh. The Hive just showed up. The Hive didn't show up until the end of the Second Empire, so we're gonna get the proper, like, legitimate origins of the Hive. We're gonna know once and for all what that is. So the Hive is fresh. As for the Shek, in lore, theoretically, they are supposed to be, it's at the end of the Second Empire, so they're gonna be like tribal war bands. They're gonna have a much closer culture to, like, the Mongols. Yeah, they're gonna have a much closer, like, a warring states tribal culture of and whatnot. They're gonna be a lot more warrior, like, not Mongols, sorry, the Vikings. They become the Mongols. Now they're a lot more like the Mongols. They used to be a lot more like the Vikings. So they're gonna be a lot more like the Vikings. In that regard, it's gonna be a lot of tribal war bands and like small groups of Shek running around. Now, theoretically, Hive was there for some time, so not that fresh. That's not true. The Hive showed up right at the tail end of the Second Empire. So I mean, they may have been around for a couple of years, but not some, I wouldn't say some time in the grand scheme of things. A couple of years maybe, but anyway, the Shek are probably going to be in tribal war bands, though. Now the Shek are probably going to look like Shek, which I think doesn't totally work unless they end up going the route that I have proposed regarding Crawl, right? Like, I think, because we know that the Shek used to look primarily human. They didn't have horns and stuff like that. And they evolved to have the bone-like horns and the armor and the protrusions outside. A pack of beak things wander close to the Shek outside the gate. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Matt. You're a goat. You're a goat. I think that Crawl, in my headcanon currently, purely headcanon, I think that Crawl was the first Shek to have horns. And that's why all of the Shek unified around him, aside from the fact that he was a strong, capable warrior. I think he was the first Shek to display bone armor plating and horns, and that gave him almost like a biological, like, divine right to rule, like a right. He was the next step in Shek evolution, and that's why the Shek revere having their horns so much, because Crawl was the mightiest warrior, and Crawl was the first Shek to have horns, and that's why they put so much emphasis on having their horns. And that's why when you've been dishonored, you lose them, because you're not fit to look like Crawl. And Crawl was the first Shek to have horns. Now, I think it'd be cool if in Kenshi 2 they made the Shek look less like the current day Shek and made him look almost like a halfway point between current Shek and old Shek, like enforcers. But they had, in a theoretical world, which I think Crawl came later. But imagine if Crawl was there. He was the leader of the Shek during Kenshi 2, and he was the only Shek that looked, like this. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, they're gonna end up retconning the Shek because, I mean, that makes sense. That would make sense if that happened. Because the Shek are just the way that the Shek look. It's like the Hivers. The way the Shek and the Hivers look is too intrinsic to Kenshi's identity. They're too beloved by the fans. They can't change it. They can't. It'd be bad for the game's identity. They'd run the risk of pissing off the fans. All right, we got a little group of beakers. We're gonna put them in gutters. Little group of beakers. Beak bots? No. We'll do a medium beak squad. The beak squad. We'll do 2. You dropped 20. We'll do two beak squads. There's a lot of 5 invincibles there. It's gonna be a mess. Oh fuck! They did not do nearly as much as I expected. Yeah, Beakers got messed up. Beakers got real messed up. I didn't want to overdo it, but fuck, man. Yeah, Beakers got real messed up. Yee. 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 Yeah, well, maybe that'll convince these guys to actually move. Or maybe a wandering group of Templars will come by. Now the Shek have food and can continue the siege. The Shek are going to fail. We're built to succeed here. We've got this. I believe in us. I believe in us. Follow-up question. You refer to the hive in the singular. Was the hive once one before fractured? Okay, so we have reason to believe, based on current evidence in front of us, and this is all theoretical, that the hive was originally one hive, or that they were all created, the hive queens were created at the same time with the intention of being either one hive or like a group of similar hives. But, or you know, I don't know if hive is necessarily what the direct intention was, but anyway, they were all, the hive queens were created around the same time with the intention of functioning the same way that the Western hive does. It's believed that the Western hive is the way that the hivers were created to originally like behave in terms of how they reproduce, how they interact with the world, all of that stuff. Hello. Where are you guys running? Oh, they were chasing another beaker. Yeah, what are they doing? What are they doing? Where's Crag at? I don't know where any of them are. They're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. One queen equals one hive. The queens can't born other queens because they are a part machine. Yeah. But the idea was that the hives were all supposed to function the same. So I don't necessarily think it's that there was one hive. It's that, like, they were created a couple of queens, I think, with the intention of them operating together, or operating independently but the same way. And then obviously, you know, the dead hive and the southern hive kind of went off and started doing their own things different ways, and dude smoothie and all that good stuff. Wow, those beakers really got fucked up, man. That was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. How many? There was a good number of them too. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there was like 10 beakers there. That's crazy. That's crazy. They really fucked them up. Interesting. Was they're originally the third queen? Yeah, the third queen is the dead hive that is now the Fogman. And I have come to believe that it may actually still be alive. Fun fact. I've come to believe she may actually still be alive, and I think she's located in the mining tunnels of the acid mine, the old mine that used to be Obedience back during the First Empire. I think that she's located in the old mining tunnels. That is my belief. That is my belief. Okay, the United Cities decided to actually make their move. So here they are. They're there. They have armor. They're going to be a little bit of a pain to deal with, but we're going to shoot them and deal with it. Absolutely batter them. How are we doing? Our turrets will hopefully do some damage before they get in, and we can just finish them off. Hopefully the turrets do some damage before they get in. Now they're going to run in here, okay, and that's going to be great. So they're going to run in here, and then we're going to have our engineers run up and start repairing this door as they go. I bet we'll have more hives in Kenshi, too, that either went extinct or by the time of Kenshi went or wandered off somewhere mysterious. I hope so. I do. I hope so. I hope we get new types of hives. I do. I do hope we get new hives. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, the three-way has begun. The three-way war has begun, folks. Why are our engineers not, you know, like engineering and repairing this shit? What are we doing, guys? You fucking buffoons. It's fine. It's fine. The Shek are here. The three-way's begun. Yeah. Yep, there it is. There it is. War! All right, Sigismund, you're the man now. You can do this. You got limbs now. Batter them. Show them what for it mean. Very good. Riel's in here too. Everybody's got their limbs back, so we should be much better now. Much better now. Should be able to fight effectively now. We don't. Half of our guys aren't crawling on the ground like caterpillars. They also all have stunning toughness from the sheer number of times we've gotten our shit shoved in. And yet we are still getting our shit shoved in some degrees. That's okay though. That's okay though. It will be fine. It'll work out. It'll work out. The three-way conflict is going on. We gotta reposition a little bit better. Reposition. A squad of Templars return from their patrol to face the Shek assault. Also, can I get a Shek slave who remains caged at the base named Evil the Warlord? You know what? You can. You can, in fact. We're gonna drop. You said they arrive at the return from their patrol. Yes. Okay. Drop them right here, and I get to use the Templars for the first time. Templar loyalists. We're gonna drop some Templar. Some Templars. Templar patrol. Run on in, boys. Run on in. We love it. We love to see it. By God, we love to see it. By God, we love to see it. The Templars have joined the fray. The Loyalists. It's magnificent. Dude, yeah, the Dragon Age armor was a good move. It looks so fucking cool, dude. It looks so cool. It looks so good. Give the evil 100 stats, but no limbs. No, that'd just be mean. That'd just be mean. Sigismund's there. You're there. How's everybody else doing in terms of... Haven't anybody lose a limb yet? I feel like we always have limb loss. Anybody lost a limb yet? We're getting close. We're already getting close to limb loss. God, dude, those 5 invincibles really deal some damage, man. They really deal some damage. We've reset the limb loss chart, but... Oh, look! There it is! There it is! Okay, and we've already lost a limb again. Jesus Christ. Ay vey. Those 5 invincibles, man, they're nasty. They're beasts. They're beasts. And, yep, Riel's unconscious. Rom's there. The 3-way is turning in favor of the Invincibles. Big shock on that. They're not up on the wall yet, which I find interesting. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. You could say they are... Title card. Invincible. One could say that, yes. One could say that. Good thing we have a couple of economy limbs laying around. Some of our guys are going to need them again. Yeah, dude, those Invincibles are fucking monsters, man. They're just monsters. We gotta take out Bull, man. We gotta drop Bull. We gotta get rid of him. Fucking Christ. We've gotta drop him. Fully wipe out the Shek. Finish him off. Holy shit. He's the big problem. It's Bull, man. He's pulling the strings. He's the puppet master. Over there pulling the strings. Elite Hunter Assault's been defeated by the Invincibles. The Elite Hunters got their ass kicked by the Invincibles. Jesus. It does need toughness training. Yeah, that's fair, but most of our guys have good toughness in the 60s and 70s. I feel like we've taken the beatings, guys. Like, why? Oh my God. Did we actually get Evils a slave? Did we actually get Evils a slave? Not yet, no. Oh my God, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. They're so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Could get 80s. That's true. That's true. That is true. Terrible. Note to self. I should have spawned bigger ones. Protector of the Order. He's getting... Ah, dude, it's bad. Real bad. Real bad. Smokey, shoot him. Shoot at that guy in particular. Shoot at that guy in particular. Ah, come on, man. Or even 90s. That's true. Or even 100. Why go small? Hey, oof. Bad. Okay, well, they've continued to beat my ass. How we doing? Real bad. We're doing real bad. We're doing real bad. Any limbs on our soldiers lost yet? No, but we might have a couple of deaths coming up. Oh, yep. Wendell lost a right leg. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, left leg. Ah, right leg. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Every time. Every time. Dude, we gotta deal with these invincibles. They are the problem. It's really just the invincibles. They're the big problem, right? They're the ones that cause such utter inane nonsense. It's the invincibles, man. It's bad. Riel, you need to stay down, good sir. You need to stay down. Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. Oof. Well, now we play the waiting game. See which one of us are gonna bleed out. Oh my God, Voman, both legs, left arm, and right, just like that, we're a bunch of cripples again. Left arm. Fuck. Why? Why? Oh man, just like that, we're a bunch of cripples again. Holy crap. Bad. A lot of us are taking really bad stomach damage too. We're all about to go the way of the Alexa. All about to go the way of the Alexa. I said it. I know. I know. Listen, it's devastating to hear, and I get it, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Real bad. Real bad. Arm. Why is it always the left arm? Right leg totally destroyed, but not gone. That's good. Oh my God, the sheer number of legs. The legs. Why is it always the legs? Yeah, are you guys? Oh, you guys are just hanging out in the base, ain't you? You're just hanging out in the base, ain't you? Bastards. Get out of here. Go away. And they run up on the wall to go kick the ass of that one turret who just doesn't want to stop. Oh, no. The gall, the nerve. That's real bad, man. That's real bad. The Invincibles are so fucking tough, dude. They're so tough. They're so tough. Ugh. And because my squad multiplier is set to ×2, there's just so many of them. Riggs is dead. Riggs is dead. Ah, that's real bad. That's real bad. There goes Riggs. He died as he lived. I'm waiting for the customary preventable. Someone's gonna say it. Who's gonna say it? As they leave. As they leave. Awful. Awful. Some of them leave. Some of them keep coming back. Yeah. Yeah, real bad. Real bad. They just keep coming over here to kick everyone's ass. It's not good, guys. It's not good. It's not good. I'm just getting my ass kicked right now. Every time I think that I felt so confident because it was going to be a three-way, right? Which means, like, we wouldn't have to, Oh my God. I was confident because it was like, it's going to be a three-way, right? So like, it's not just us. They're also going to be fighting the enemy. Jesus Christ, chat just took forever to catch up. That was wild. My chat just fucking exploded. That was nuts. It's not a party wipe if Real lives. That's true. That's true. I just fixed those limbs. I know. I know. I feel bad about it. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, my chat just like exploded. It wasn't just like Streamlabs either. It was actually YouTube wasn't catching the chat for a while. That's wild. That's wild. Anyway, uh the stout Hessians don't do anything for protection. I know. Okay, we're working on it. We had someone working on it. He was working on building proper equipment, proper robes and whatnot for all that good stuff. But just things did not work out. Okay, we were working on it. All right, you guys need to go trade with the Knight Commander, grab some first aid kits and start up with that. As are unpassive, just start healing people. Just start healing people. You have a first aid kit? No, someone's got to have one, right? A lot of economy limbs. I know. Yeah, that's weird, dude. Chat is taking forever to catch up. I don't know what's going on with that. Hmm. Who has first like a good first aid kit? You do. Herbert. Good old Herbert. All right, Asbert, you're gonna run over here. You're gonna grab that first aid kit, and you're gonna start healing people up. Hop 2. Hop 2, good buddy. Oh my God, 110 people in chat. Yeah, we're up to 118. Good. It's a good number. It's a good number. It's a good time. We're having a good time. Versus one guy. You're obviously doing donations. Oh, Jaden's dead. Fuck. Okay, well, Jaden's dead. Yeah. You're obviously doing donations for spawns, but if crowd control folks added Kenshi integrations, would you use it? Yeah, I mean, depending on what the integrations are, yeah. Yeah, I would do it, for sure. For sure. Jaden? Yeah, Jaden died. Asbert's over here, trying his best. Not doing well. Trying his best, though. Saiyan's over here, also trying his best. Oh, fuck. Saiyan, don't die. Saiyan, don't die. No. Okay, all right, he's just unconscious. Don't worry, guys. He's just unconscious. Was Jaden important? Jaden was just one of the Templars. Just one of the Templars. Oh, Pain is dead. Pain is also dead. So we lost 3 so far. You need turrets on the tower to kill more targets at the first gate. Well, we have them here. They're just not built yet, which is why we needed to up iron production. We have more turrets here. We also have a turret up on the tower here, too. And the goal is to have this place decked out so we could shoot down this way. So, yep. Oh my God, they keep coming back. Why? Who are they even fighting? Just a random Holy Nation patrol, I think. Yeah, they keep coming back. Yeah. Yep. Real bad. Pain is dead. Who will blow up the hidden village? That's the real question. Who will, in fact, blow up the hidden leaf? Who will do it? We don't know. We just don't know. Try and heal as many of these people as we can. So many preventable deaths, man. I'm sorry. It's not my fault, dude. They're fucking 5. Look at them. Look at these stats. Look at these guys. They're monsters. Are you really... and you really need a recruitment campaign. Strength and numbers. We need a higher level equipment. And we need higher level equipment is the big thing. Higher level equipment. Maybe allow women to man the turrets. I don't know, man. It's kind of... we got the doctrine to think about, you know? Strength and numbers arisen. Touche. Oh my God, the fighting continues. Yeah, he's gonna get fucking absolutely creamed. Bad. Real bad. Protector of the flame. Dude, get off the fucking... Get off the turret. Get off the turret. Get off the turret. You keep drawing him back with your damn turret fire. Stop it. This is why they keep coming back. All right, well, that was devastating and hurt my feelings. It did. It did. It hurt my feelings. Made me feel a type of way, and it was bad. The type of way they made me feel was bad. It was not good. Just got those limbs back. The fuck, man. The fuck. Can we have nothing nice? Heroes base, once again, falling to a few shack. A few shack. A few. Just a few. Hero Crybaby confirmed. Maybe. Oh my god, they killed so many. They killed so many. Alright, Sandy, get up and start healing. Get up and start healing, everybody. His army are used to taking dirt naps. Did some blasphemer really just suggest that a woman, the darkened witches of Narco, man the turrets? It's called manning a turrets for a reason, heretic. That is one of the funniest things I think I've heard in chat. That's super funny. Hilarious. We got an economy left leg around here? We do. We do. Get over here. Get that thing. Get that thing! Go, Levi. Go! Beating up the Lord Commander is just a check rite of passage now, literally. Literally. Get off the turret, Duncan. My god, man. You're gonna bring them back. They're gonna come back, and they're gonna try and kick our ass again. Stop it. Fuck. I don't want to steal it because they're a faction uniform, and we'll get in trouble for doing it. We'll get in trouble. They'll be mad. They'll be mad at us. They're gonna be mad at us. Focus on healing people, my guy. Drop this stuff off real fast. Get over here. The women possess the powers others can see as unnatural. It's called precision shooting. It's funny. Some might call it unnatural. All right, Griffin, do you have... You do. You have medic kits. Okay, Duncan, get over here. Loot Griffin. Take a medical kit. Herbert, you as well. All right, start healing up, everybody. Start healing people. Got to get everybody all sorted. Get everybody sorted. Then their precision somehow only gets better with age. All right. All right, we're up. We're awake. We're moving. We're healing. Everybody's getting back up. Got people on the turrets again. Who's got no legs so far of you guys? You're missing a left arm. Any left arms? Any left arms? Economy arm, right. Economy leg, left. Oh, we just fixed these things. We just fixed these things. Economy right. Nope. Nope. Holy crap. We got a bunch of people with no fucking limbs again. Just fix those limbs. I'm only a little mad about it, right? I'm only a little mad, right? Economy left right there. Boom. Go get that. Oh, economy. You actually have an economy leg. Yeah, you have one. It's right there. All right, cool. Anyone else? I think there was a couple more. I think they may have bled out. I think the ones that lost limbs in the Templars, by and large, bled out. Most of them bled out. No. Go give this to Christian. You like give it to the dude. Trade with him. Give him the limb. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Now he can get up. Good. Good. The Templars be having it rough for the past few streams during this heresy. Yeah, it's really an uphill battle. You can also use safe house starts for laborers and scribes. Hide them in small pockets behind the gates or close the door. The stealth mob will pass so then they don't fight and they can heal. Yeah, I should really start taking the scribes and having them evacuate when into the inner keep when things go bad, because they didn't seem interested in coming in here. And so we should really have them evacuate into the inner keep. I think that's what I need to start doing. Is evacuating. That way they can come out and heal afterwards. That's probably the smart thing to do. I agree. Gray lose a leg? No, he's just in bad shape. All right. What do we got? Left leg. Can't really do much about that right now. Mustafa. Actually, believe it or not, the damage isn't that terrible in terms of limb loss. A couple guys lost left legs. We only have right legs, which is annoying. But it could be worse, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. You're working in the grain silo, so you... Well, who else lost a leg? We have two, so we got to figure out who's more important of the ones. Cash hauling the bread basket, grain silo is more important. Go. Go. Hero over here squandering Okrin's healing miracle one limb at a time. I'm sorry, it's not my fucking fault. I didn't do it, okay? I'm sorry. It's not my fault that the damn Shek are so strong. Every time I think that we're finally at a point where they're not going to absolutely batter us, like fish sticks, they bat Igor assault. What the fuck? Why is Igor attacking us? We haven't killed any major enemies. Why is Igor coming after us? Really not great. Really not great. I don't know why Igor would be coming after us, truly. I cannot begin to fathom why that would be the case. Like, we haven't killed anybody in terms of, like, the UC. We haven't killed any diplomatic folks in the UC. There's literally no reason for it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not get it. I do not. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a really low percentage chance. That's crazy. You defeated their previous assault. I've defeated many of their previous assaults. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm properly peppered. Get over here. Templars, Griffin, you get over here. Yeah. Saul, you get up. Then you run in here. Go. I'm just blown away by this, man. The Emperor's had enough of your resistance of bounty hunters and decided to send the big boy. Yeah. Clearly. Templars can't catch a break. They want to say it's true. They're here for you, saying. They're here for you, saying. That's probably GG's. Probably GG's. That's what I'm saying. It's probably over for us. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive fucking Igor. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive Igor. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. We're healing up. We're trying our best here, but fuck, man. It's real bad. It's real bad. Real bad. Real bad. What are we shooting at right now? Is it a beak thing? It's the beak thing. We're shooting at beak things. Outstanding. Oh man, I'm kind of scared. This was out of nowhere. I don't know. You should evacuate the city. You can't win. And go where? We can't go anywhere. The Holy Nation hates us. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? That's the problem. Where do we go? Vamon lost both of his legs. Thick. E. We'll be able to get him new legs, though. That's fine. Terrible, man. Terrible. Oh, he didn't pick it up. Fantastic. Okay, so Vamon, you come over here. You have all this stuff in your inventory. I have to move all that stuff. It's okay. It's all right. Listen, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this for no reason beyond the fact that we are survivors, and I'm not ready for it to end yet. We're gonna get through this. Best chance is to leave the crippled and slaves to hold them off. Retaliation trigger is the smallest, normally just 2 to 4 squads, but I know you've got numbers cranked. Yeah, I've got everything multiplied by a factor of 2. So, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, that's 1 leg. Now we can do another economy right. Good thing we left the legs on the ground, right? Good thing. It's a good thing. All right, Bowman, get up. You got legs again. Hop to it. There he is. Do you have the Praetorian Igor or the standard one? Just the standard one. Yeah, there's limits to even the nonsense that I'll put myself through, yeah. There's limits to even the nonsense I'll put myself through. All right, how are we doing on healing? How are we doing on the heal up? Good. You go heal. You get up. Knox. Herbert. Heal. Callum. Heal. We need to heal up as much as we can, because apparently we've got the Wrath of God coming after us. Emperor's Wrath is going to be disastrous. My body hurts. My body hurts. SE's here healed up. Go. Kale. Good. Alright. Romello, you up here. Duncan, you here. And you're healed up. Bowman, big ups. You're... Gotta get everybody healed. As many as we can, anyway. As many as we can. There. So. Kakarot there. Dan, you're up and moving. It just keeps getting worse, man. Every time I think we've got it, we're reminded that we, in fact, do not. Loan check? Yeah, loan check. Hold on. We gotta pick this man up. Throw him in a cage. Go, go, go. Oh, wrong one. This one? Nope. Which one was it? I thought we had a cage full of things. We had a cage full of people. Oh, we had an area that was just a bunch of cages full of people. Prisoner caged. Okay, yeah, they're in here. Good, 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 good. Give Sane armor. He is a heavy hitter. He needs the armor. Touche. Yeah, probably a good move. Probably a good move. All right. There's probably a couple of other 100 Guardians laying around that we should probably pick up. Playing dead. Yeah, we're gonna go pick him up. Hero likes handicapping me. It's movement, man. It's that freedom of movement. You have to move. No, we're locking some of these Shek up. Got big foes coming our way. Big foes. We're going to find some of those big foes and throw them in cages. Recovery coma. Good. Are we going to make them warrior slaves or just regular slaves? Haven't decided yet. Probably regular slaves at this point. I honestly think not having armor is why my character became more busted. Probably. Oh, man. How we doing on equipment? Seiji, what do we got? What do we got? Yeah. Drop that stuff off. All right, Saiyan, it's time. It's time. We're gonna armor you up, good buddy. It's time. Combat speed, your attack and stuff goes down a little bit, but you can take more of a beating, so there's that. You can take more of a beating, and that's what matters. It is time. I think I'm actually almost ready to remove all of this. Yeah, we're almost there. Seiji, what's how you're operating the machine? But what's the predicted outcome for these? Standard. Okay, so we're getting to the point where we're producing standard consistently. So, auto haul to that armor storage. All right, Saiyan is officially armored up. He's officially armored up. I'd give him the other set of armor, but I don't know if we have time to produce it. Why am I holding so much garbage? Well, originally these weapons you had taken from the enemy, and we just hadn't had a chance to remove them. I was trying to remove the weapons from some of the people who were attacking us. Where's your book? Griffin has it. I'll go get it. Griffin has it. Not that it matters too much anymore. We're not getting prayer day anymore, so. But we'll take it. Yeah. There it is. There it is. And we're actually gonna trade. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna trade with Griffin. We're gonna give you the Karate Zukin instead. That way you have a different look from the rest of the soldiers. You're a battle priest after all. Look at you. You're a battle priest after all. I will die without my holy flame. It has more protection than this armor. Touche. Well, the armor gives you stat decreases, so now you can get even more swole. Now you can get even more swole, good sir. Even more. Guy, his name's Shoto. I'm gonna heal him up. Heal him up. Put him in the bed. Let him heal. Weapons can give a good amount of money for resources. That's true. We have like 100 and... excuse me, we have 125,000 cats right now. Like 125,000 cats right now, so... Okay, what's the situation? We still have 1 day and 7 hours until the assault, so that's enough time for us to fully heal up and go from there. Duncan, you can go back to work when you're ready. You hop up in a bed. So this will give us enough time to almost fully heal up, though. When you can, hold on. When can you even use the money? What can you even use the money for at this point? I mean, touche. We could. I mean, we can always go to one of the way stations and get some help from some of them. But I think the mercenaries hate us too, because we were part of their. Yeah, mercenaries hate us too. The answer is not very frequently. No, the answer is that money is kind of not. Money is no object at this point for reasons beyond what we expected. Armor King, yeah, we'd have to. The dealing with skeletons may be beyond what our crew would be willing to do. Brother Banana is currently beamed. He's a little fucked up right now. What else do we got going on? This gate here, this needs to remain closed. Callum, head over here. God damn it, he's stuck. He's stuck. There we go. There we go. No, motherfucker. There we go. All right. How are we doing on getting these other turrets prepped? If we can get more turrets, we might be able to, I don't know, mount some kind of reasonable defensive. There's one. We're just going to get more people on turrets. More people on turrets. You, turret. More people on turrets. That's the answer. That way we can start shooting people from out here as well. Be great. Be a good time. This one paladin's out here just fighting a horde of dust bandits. Absolutely slaughtering them too, may I add. He's getting hit, but damn. But damn. And 1-5 invincible. Oh, two paladins. Two Templars. Absolutely slaughtering these fools. They refuse to go down without a fight. My God. Good. Good. Is Herbert still alive? Yeah, Herbert's alive. Herbert's alive. Be cool if in Kenshi 2 they add more ways to defend your base, like traps, ditches, it slows enemy. Yeah, I think that siege mechanics in Kenshi 2 are going to be, they're going to be a thing. They're going to be a lot more prevalent, all of that stuff. So, for sure. I have like 500 fucking notifications on my phone right now, my lord. You guys are really, really giving it all they got. They're giving her all she got. All right. Continue building. That's the goal. Continue building. Who's attacking what now? Shoot at that man. Shoot at that man. That Goro? I think we're gonna conscript Goro there. I think we're gonna conscript Goro there. There we go. There it is. Okay. If you could have NPCs in Kenshi 2, if you could have any NPC in Kenshi, what would it be? I mean, I personally, would love to have a cameo in Kenshi 2, and I would love that cameo. It's one of two things. Either I want to be a deranged cult leader, because I think it's funny, or I want to be an absolute madman screaming and raving in the middle of a town square of some city about the skeletons, like throwing theories out there, right? Like throwing theories out, but raving like a lunatic. Like think Heimsker from Skyrim. Yeah, that's what I want right there. That's good. That's what I want. Okay, you there. You are one of the loyalists, correct? I hereby conscript you into the service of your knight commander. Join my squad. Good old Goro. Good old Goro. See if he actually joins us. Yeah, I'd love to just be a raving lunatic. My cameo is just a bald, bearded, raving lunatic in the middle of the town square, just screaming theories at everybody. It'd be hilarious. Dave, the savior in his mind. Hilarious. Literally hilarious. Well, I want to talk to him first before I forcibly make him. I want to talk to him first. We might be able to get him to join via dialogue. Radiance and whatnot. Wait for it to propagate the dialogue. For it to propagate the dialogue. His name is Goro. Let's see if it spawned anything. Given the fact that I edited the world events, it should. Goro. Head on down. I don't think it's registered it yet. No, it hasn't. Give it a minute. It's generating his profile. Give it a moment. It'd be cool to make you a doomsayer ranting about Kenshi's future in opposition to your content about Kenshi's past. That would be really funny. That would be really funny. Because then it's not even theory content. It's just him raving about like the future. And like we know that it's true. It's kind of like a wink, right? But everyone on Kenshi at the time in Kenshi 2 will just think it's not there. It's so funny. Kenshi 2, why does the bald NPC in the town square keep screaming about iron in the water turning Okredites into cannibals? Yeah. Yep. Who are you? Dust Bandit, I see. Come on, Goro. Is it gonna make me redo it? Might. Sometimes it does that. I'm already sworn to it. Hold on. Okay, yeah, he agrees. He agrees. Okay, join. He is joined. So Goro is one of us now. One of us. One of us. Stunning. How are we doing on the rest of our turrets? That's the thing, was we need to get the rest of our turrets up and running. But we need iron plates to do that. We're working on it. Many of them are quite a ways away. Oh, speaking of which. Okay. Enderby, Planito, you are going to be manning this turret here. Try to get as many of these as we can. His stats are not the most fantastic, but that's okay. He's got okay stats. He's just a normal paladin. He's not anything special. Just a normal paladin. We just gave him the different armor and stuff for the sake of the conversation. But his armor is solid. He's got solid armor. Not in terms of quality, but like in terms of general protections, it's not bad. It's good. He's a sturdy folk. He's sturdy. What if you convince Igor to join the Light of Okrin? It's the real Okrin. But you know, again, the thing is like I don't think that Riel would accept such a thing. That's the big part of it. I love how every faction has gotten involved in this war specifically to stop you. Yeah, it's funny how every single faction is like, fuck that guy in particular. That guy in particular, he's the problem. Take him down. Can't let him live. We can't have him. He cannot be here. Cannot be here. Dragon Age armor? Yes, the Templar armors from Dragon Age 1. The Templar armor from... God damn, dude. He's a Scorchlander, and those glowing eyes through the hood look horrifying. They look terrifying. Look at that. Terrifying. Terrifying. I forgot for some reason about Igor being a Hiver. Hero, can you say for the record say the following? I will not say it, Pork. I refuse. I refuse. Not because I don't think it's funny, because under normal circumstances I would, but I refuse to feed your delusions of grandeur about me being Thor. Your delusions of grandeur. Muffin was telling me that you guys were trying to get him to say that, and that's also hilarious. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to dismantle these, and we're going to take the iron plates that we've used on them and use those towards the construction of more turrets. That's what we're going to do. Grab those iron plates and use them towards the construction of more turrets. We've got to get these turrets up and running operationally. ASAP. We're going to need them. We're going to need them. Oh, man. It's funny that you also deny us the sound clip. It's true. Holy Assault and the Holy Nation's coming after us now, too. Although that one I'm far less afraid of, to be honest with you. Alright, Kiyoshi, get up. Sin, get up. Herbert, up. You, up. Everybody get up. Get back to work. We got things to get done. People to see, villages to pillage, etc., 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 etc. Alright. I don't know where the Holy Nation's assault's coming from, but I'm not as concerned about that one. I will get my sound clip, most likely from Muffin, because I think it's funnier, him saying it. That's... wild. Absolutely wild. Unhinged, one might say. One might say unhinged. Oh, they're here already. Look at that. They're here already. Planito, why are you aimless? What are you doing? Oh, you're on passive. That's why. Get over here. Man your turret, good buddy. Get up there and man your turret. Nobody should be on passive. Everybody's good to go. All right, so, Hero, congrats on appearing in the new Kenshi short. Now I can confirm you have the elite knowledge of Lo-Fi's development on Kenshi 2. My tinfoil hat doesn't deceive me. You know what's funny about that is I've appeared on 5 different Lo-Fi shorts. It's not my first one. I've done 5 of them for Lo-Fi. That's the 5th one. The entire How to Kenshi series, like episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, those are all mine that I'm doing with them, and there's more coming. So not only have I appeared on a short, I've appeared on 5 of their shorts. All right, they're attacking the gate. They're battering the gate. There's a lot of them. Their sheer numbers are quite astronomical. All right. Who's doing engineering? I feel like we had guys that were doing engineering, and they're currently not doing engineering right now, and I don't know why that is. Robotics. Yeah, you're on engineering. Yeah, we gotta hop on that, guys. Get these things repaired. And it's too late. And it's too late. Fuck. Okay, well, round 2, we are getting beaten up before Igor gets here. Igor's assault is in 23 hours, and we're currently fighting a Holy Nation assault instead. So that's great. All of you guys need to retreat into the inner keep, stop with your jobs, go on hold, get into the keep. Go, go, go. Except for Saiyan. Saiyan can fight. Saiyan can fight. But the rest of you, everybody get into the inner keep. Everybody go. Everybody go. You guys can't make it in there in time, then I don't know what to tell you. Shad, yeah, the rest of you guys are all ones that don't have limbs. I can't help you right now. Cannot help you right now. All right. Head up top. No. We're not unlocking, guys. We're going up top. Motherfucker. Okay, fine. Fine. Everybody just sneak. Okay. Where's the base located? Base is located over here in Skinner's room, right here. Upside is, I don't think these guys are going to be too bad. They just have numbers, but I don't think it's going to be too bad with this. I don't think it's going to be too bad. The problem that I'm worried about isn't beating this. It's taking damage before our fight with Igor, which is coming up, so. Most of our guys are absolutely shredded, so this shouldn't be too terrible. And they're using crappy labor. Upside is we can enslave some of these guys, so we can take that into account. Enslave some of the fools, these filthy loyalists. Sig's just laughing as he bludgeons someone to death with a mace. Igor is real fear. Yeah, Igor's gonna be the real problem here, but that's fine. Yeah, this was. Yeah, okay. Holy Nation assault was nothing. We fucking decimated them. We decimated them. They didn't stand a fucking chance. They didn't even stand a chance. We love it. Reinforcements. I'm going to hold the reinforcements for Igor. I'm going to hold the reinforcements for Igor because we just beat them. I sincerely appreciate you. Go to behavior. We'll hold them for Igor. We're going to need them. Fuck, we're going to need them. Chad energy, indeed. Very appreciated. We're going to hold those things. Reinforcements for Igor. Alright, so now we're going to let you guys out. You guys are no longer on hold. You guys are no longer on sneak. And you guys can go do your jobs again. Which is medicing and rescue. Although I don't know how many of you guys actually even have medical kits. Not many. Dang, we gotta deliver some med kits to these guys. Cash have one? No. Okay. Alright. You're 20 and 10. I'm gonna drop. I have an idea of what I'm gonna use for it. Could press the Phoenix Loyalist into a penal squad for to die for Okran on the battlefield. That is an idea. That is an idea. We're gonna grab some of these Holy Nation servants here, and we're gonna use them as fodder. We're gonna throw them in cages. throw them in cages, and enslave them, add them to our slave ranks, and use them to man our fields, because we need more people manning the fields. God, we need more people manning the fields. Okay. Throw these guys in cages. Yeah, we need medics and slaves. More! Nice. Beat your ass. Alright, put you in here. Stunning, and then beat your ass. Stunning. Derek, what is your stats? What do your stats look like, Derek? They're okay. Put you in this cage. You, 5 invincible, I will break you. I am going to break you. Have there been any Leviathan attacks yet? Not today there haven't been, no. No, not today. No, we've been okay with Leviathan attacks today. Thankfully. The other day we had 3. There was 3 Leviathans total that ended up coming to the base. So we've managed to dodge that, that chicanery. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'm going to forcibly conscript some of these guys here. I'm going to do it on the slave side of things. Slash join... Yeah, I'm going to forcibly conscript some of these guys. Jimbab. Nice. Join. You're in the slave squad now. Slave squad. Take some of the ones that are dying. And I think probably, like, just a handful of them. A handful. We need farmers is mostly what it is. We need farmers and laborers. Farmers and laborers. Riel, hop in here. Okay. For the chance to make humans bleed, that purpose is enough. Joke's on you. You guys are going to be enslaved. Enslaved. Now, so no one here that can no one here that can summon one, huh? I mean, I don't want to tempt fate here. You join as well. Okay, so you're in the slave squad as well, though I have to move your squad over. You, my good sir, are in our slave squad. Good. Good. Heal up. Everybody heal up. Saiyan's over here doing medical work, as he should. As he should. Doing what he does. It says he's doing medical work. He does not appear to actually be doing medical work. All right, how are we doing in terms of health? Yeah, we need to rest up again, get our strength back. Shay, Canary, good old Canary. Almerd, you head over here. Mari. Canary and Kamari. Okay, well, that's going to get fucking confusing, isn't it? By and large, the damage we took during that raid was not bad. Not bad at all. Was not bad. Do we have anybody in here? We do not. Garrison, we're going to take a break from you. We need to get these... Yeah, get these up and moving. 5. We're doing it very slowly. Very slowly are we getting these turrets up and running. More turrets. That's what we need. That's really just what it is. Because, like, we don't have... we don't have... harpoons. If we had harpoons in this format, we'd be fine. We would be fine. Pato! Hey! I didn't even see you. I'm so sorry. I've been distracted by all of the nonsense that is going on. I'm sorry. My wife texted me to tell me that I'm being distracted and that I didn't see you, but buddy, I'm sorry. Hey, Pato. I completely missed you, and it's my own fault. I've been distracted by the sheer violence that's happening here. Luckily, my wife decided to yell at me. I'm confused as to why you're up so early, my guy. It's like really fucking early for you. What are you doing? Go to bed. Your wife saw the gurgler milk comment. I assure you, saying I've said far worse. I've said far, far worse. I've said far worse. Nothing that you say is going to is going to be concerning. You can get up. You can get up. Good. At least she doesn't know what a gurgler is. She does. She does. She does. She knows of the fishman. She indeed knows of the fishman. Well, she's about to look it up if she didn't. It's true. It's true. That's possible. It's true. That's funny. So my wife just texted me and said, I'm going to read it word for word. I did, in fact, see the comments saying, gurglers are fish people, right? See? She knows. She knows. Santos and Ridge, they're going to be joining us as well. They're loyalists, and they're with us. They're with us. Going to have them join us as well. Ridge is going to be going to into the scribes. That's what he does. He's a scribe. Santos. Mr. Santos. God damn it, Cac. God damn it. God damn it. You gotta teleport back inside because he's constantly fucking glitching through the door. There we go. There we go. We currently have like 39 Celsius here in Australia. That's why I'm starting work early, because I fear I might turn to ash. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't say Australia. I meant Austria. That sucks. That's hot as balls, man. Hot as balls. I'll pass. Pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. Oh my god, we keep clipping through the fucking gate. I have the mod that fixes the gate clipping, so you can't ram through it, but sometimes it causes folks to like teleport through it like that. Really annoying. This turret operational yet? It is! By God, it's operational. By God, it's operational. Who doesn't have a job yet? Who does not have a job? Engineering, engineering. Kanari doesn't have a job. Kanari, you're on this crossbow here. That's you. That's you. Jimbad is dead. Oh, yeah, he must have bled out. Well, you know, happens. He was a slave anyway. He was a slave anyway. I know, preventable. Hero's wife loves me because we both cook food unlike Hero. God damn it. Nonsense. 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 The worst thing, the worst lie she's ever propagated. The worst lie she's ever propagated. Of all the things, this is the one that grinds my gears the most. How do I join the Discord? You got to be, it's a members-only Discord, so he's either members on YouTube or Twitch. Both are there. And, you can join via the link on my YouTube channel. There's a link on the members page. Sayan, my wife was asked me to tell you. She said, "Tell Sayan I said you're not in the cool kids club because you don't cook." It's true. Yeah. So you as in me. She's referring to me. Awful. Fucking terrible. He was a slave anyway. The guy who doesn't like the Holy Nation. I mean, listen. I am not a fan of the Holy Nation, but if I'm gonna play them, I'm gonna get into the character. You know, I'm gonna get into the character. And the character says, it's fine. The character says that it's fine. Nino, Karat, Seiji, Levi, Nathan. Nathan, you're no longer an engineer. Go get on that turret. Hop 2. Go get on that turret. Hop 2. You also have to, you have to link your YouTube or Twitch. Whichever one your membership is on has to be linked to your Discord. Otherwise, you can't join because I have to do age verification for, obvious reasons. Got to make sure we're propagating a safe environment here. Romello, you're a turret guard, but you weren't there, so now you've been reassigned. You're gonna be on this turret once it's up and operational. Is Igor on the way? He is. He'll be on his way in 13 hours, so we still have a bit of time to prepare. That's what getting these turrets up and operational is the point of, is preparing for the inevitable assault by Igor. We are preparing for Igor's assault. All right, Kiyoshi, you can hop off of that. Go do something. Romello, once this turret is up and running, we can have him jump on this one. Could you add another gate? 3 gates. You want 3 gates. That's a lot of gates. That is a lot of gates. To be honest, we could probably use 3 gates. And there's another one. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Public, no. Open to the public, no. We're working real hard to do this. Real hard to get this place good. I like that your wife speaks through you like a spirit. Yep, that's it. That's true. It's true. It's been. All right, so we've got guys up on these turrets. We've got another. We're working on this one here, and I think we're gonna have Kiyoshi hop this turret once it's prepped and ready. Once it's prepped and ready, we're gonna head up on this one. That's the turret. That's the turret for me, for Kiyoshi. Have her actually run over this way. Be good. The best blade plans of Mice and Men and Hero. So she was enjoying Cyberpunk. She stopped because she needs to get a controller for her PC. I was letting her use mine tonight, but I'm pretty sure her Steam actually has the controller assist nonsense on it. It's making the controller not work. So I have to go fix that for her, and she'll be back to enjoying Cyberpunk soon. We are trying our best. We will survive Igor's assault, goddammit. I refuse. This is not the end. It's not going to be the end. I fucking refuse. I refuse. I put too much goddamn work into this. Too much work into this! Too many people have died for this to be how it ends. Too many people have died. By the way, Hero, I just rewatched the pod and realized that my cam was recording. Realized that my cam was recording my voice. That's really funny. That's really funny. That's funny. Honestly, I didn't even notice. Thought you sounded fine. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Solid stuff, my guy. Solid stuff, because I had no idea. I don't know what type of camera you're rocking, but it's working. It's working. By God, it's working. Right. This is the slaves. We got to get you guys onto the farms now. You guys are on the farms now. That's what you do. You guys are on the farms. We'll end up replacing these momentarily, but right now I'm just trying to get these guys to operate the farms. Start mining as much as we possibly can. Get the farms built. Igor's assault is moving towards the Silver Citadel. It has begun. It has begun. I repeat, it has begun. right, upgrade you. Upgrade you. We're going to upgrade these two to the max. All the way. All the way. More wheat straw. More wheat straw. Lars. All right, Jackson, you're on iron resource. We'll keep you there for now. Wendell, you're an engineer. Well, pretty soon you're going to be not an engineer. Enemy hunt, more Shek. Look at that. Although the enemy hunt isn't nearly as scary, to be honest with you. Oh, you guys can come inside. There you go. Come inside. Come inside. Mara, you guys stop teleporting outside the fucking gate. All right, where is Igor's assault coming from? I'm assuming it's over there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Igor's coming. We got $30 on the back end that we can save for this. We got to remember that we have $30 on the back end. So we're still here. We're still here. Still here. Could be worse. All is well. All is fine. We got to remember that we have that dono on the backside that we can use to defend ourselves against the Horde. We're probably going to drop them first to keep them grounded in out this way and get more weapons firing on them. Let our turrets do a lot of the work early on, and then we're gonna. That's yeah. Yep. All right. We need someone to build this crap. Scribes, Ryunk, what do you have in there? Nothing. Okay. You, sir, are coming over here, and you're gonna build this. Go. Did you just ditch those resources, you motherfucker? I need you to not ditch the resources when I tell you to. That'd be great. That'd be great. We have the resources to do this. Are we not able to get over there for some reason? What's up with that? What is up with that? Why can't we get over there? Okay, well, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop another ramp. Wall. We need to drop a ramp right here. Right there. No. Drop it here. Right there. Okay. Get that thing built. Let's go. Let's go, people. Let's go. All right. We're going to try this again. We're going to take these iron plates. I have ditch resources on by default. I always have it on. Oh my fucking Christ, man. He's really making me mad with his ditching, though. No wonder these turrets aren't built. I wonder why we can't go over here. What the deal with that is? Is there like a slight... Are they like slightly uneven? What's the dealio with this? Yeah, they can't get up on this wall. What the fuck? Yeah, he just can't get to, Yeah. Yeah, he just can't get up there. That's annoying. Hold on. Let me try to I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna try to rebuild the nav mesh for the area and see if that fixes it, because it just seems like the nav mesh isn't working. Okay, nav mesh regenerate sector. Okay, try again. Try again. No, you just can't fucking get over there. What the fuck, man? Okay. Let's try maybe a wall that leads just up to that one, then. Walls, ramp. Try one that leads directly onto that portion of the wall, then. New ramp. Where are they at? There they are. All right, they're coming. They're coming. They are coming. Nice. Okay, now we can get up. Oh, sure. Now you guys can run over here. You motherfuckers. You see that shit? All right, cool. All right, where are they at? They are rapidly approaching. All right, all of you guys, jobs off. Passive, hold. Pepper saying, of course. You guys are all coming into the base. Into the base. That's where you guys go. You guys all head in there. Go, go, go. You guys have no jobs. You're on passive and hold. Only combatants are allowed here at this point. All right, Kakarot, you're also going to be on this turret. That's for sure. Grab it. Good. It's good. Bland, you're on engineering. Good. And once this turret is done... They're getting real close. Dude, I'm so nervous, man. Igor's going to be a beast. We're going to drop that 30 when he's in front of the base. We're going to drop that 30 when he's in front of the base. And go from there. Okay. Saying you head back over this way. We've got all of our turrets up and running. Everything's operational. Everything is operational now. All of our turrets are moving at peak efficiency. Peak efficiency. We've got... I mean, this is the best chance we got. This is the best chance we got. Random Shek Warrior. Random Shek Warrior. The killing fields. The killing fields. All right. This is here where it's at. There's more Shek coming over there. We're going to drop the 30 to keep them distracted, and then we're going to go from there. Guys, I am very nervous about what's about to go down. Very nervous about what's about to go down. Very nervous. There they are. You see them in the distance? Up here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Let's see what the opposition looks like. It's looking low, sweet, buttery balls. That is a lot of armored samurai, guys. That is a lot of samurai. You have no fear, huh? You have no fear? Not even a little bit? Because I'm a little afraid. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, this is going to be a beast. This is going to be a beast. It's all right. Like I said, we're going to drop that 30 as soon as they get near. We're going to drop it right here so that way the combat starts and we just start firing. We just start firing. Oh my god, look at them. There's a literal army over there. Okay. Okay. Why is Igor huge? Because he's arguably one of, if not, he's arguably one of the strongest NPCs in the game. He's a massive, massive Southern Hiver who is, he's capable of fighting both the Phoenix and Asada and winning. He's faster, he's stronger. Honestly, the weapon he's using is kind of to his detriment because he could be even more deadly, but they gave him a weapon that is maybe not at peak efficiency for him. Yeah, look at this fucking dude. Oh my god. They came in with the whole force, guys. They came in with the whole force. All right. This is how it happens. The eve of battle, everybody. The eve of battle. Of course it's nighttime. You ever notice all these sieges always happen for me at night? Fucking Christ. All right. They're already bum rushing us. They're already bum rushing. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait half a second. I'm gonna wait half a second. Now I'm gonna drop it. Okay. All right. All right. Templar loyalists. We got the patrols. Where is it? Where is it? Asada, right there. Okay. So it was 30. So we're gonna drop one of these, and we're gonna drop one of these. Okay. The fighting has begun. Our turrets are doing the work. My god, they're battering our walls. They're absolutely battering our walls. Battering them. Battering them. Where is Igor at? What's he doing? We'll know because he'll just be carving everyone apart. Where's Igor at? I don't see him, which is not good. I don't like that I don't see him. Around here. We're just trying to hold them for a minute. Where's he at? The big guy. The big guy. Has he even joined the fight yet? Oh my god, I don't think he's joined the fight yet. There's still so many of them. What the fuck? There's so many of them. He's in the middle to the right. Near the gate. Oh, he's near the gate. Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Okay, well, alright, Igor is running into the kill box. Is this gate open or did they break it? You stupid bastards. Close the gate, close the gate. There we go. Igor did not make it through, thankfully. Igor did not make it through. He's in the kill box. I repeat, the eagle is in the kill box. Shoot him. Shoot him now. Brecht, hold him. Hold him in there. Hold him in there. He's in the kill box. We can do it. We can do it. Shoot him. Shoot him now. Outstanding. Outstanding. He ran back out. He ran back out. This is great. This is good. We're holding the line. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. I don't know what Igor's doing. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. Put all of them down. We can do this. This is good. Poor Brecht, man. He's getting wrecked. Brecht is getting wrecked. Doesn't have a med kit. Did they have a med kit? They do. Oh shit, that's Igor. What? I just searched a random body and it was Igor. That's amazing. And it's a saber class. We can give that to Riel. He's most effective with sabers. Yes. All right, Igor's down. I repeat, Igor is down. Pincushion him. Pincushion them all. Oh my god, Riel just got an upgrade, guys. Riel just got an upgrade. Brecht, heal yourself. The kill box is working. Big guy's down, but is he dead? No, I think he's just unconscious. We'll burn him at the stake when all is done. As we've been known to do. Much to Logic's excitement, he's bleeding out at his head. Oh, he's getting up. He's getting up. You know what that means? We can shoot him again. Oh my god, yes. This is magnificent. The kill box worked, guys. The kill box and the reinforcements that held them. Magnificent. Bandit demands on top of that. We got bandits now, too. Alright, so the samurai are going to get stuck fighting the bandits, so that's great. And we're just here. We're just here, doing what we do. Shooting them all. Ah, yes. Magnificent. So it's literally just the Invincibles that give us so much shit, man. It's literally just the Invincibles that give us so many problems. Yeah, the bandits chose a real bad time. They're gonna get killed by samurai and then immediately pincushioned by our fucking armada of crossbows. And only Brecht was beaten up in this fight. Only Brecht got beaten up. Only Brecht got beaten up. Magnificent. They can't even. I feel like they don't even know what to do. I feel like there's so many turrets they don't even know what to do. Some of our allies out here are fighting and getting beaten up, but that's okay. Magnificent. Casualties are good. Teaches them toughness for their next battle. It's true. It's true. But why Igor came though? You killed. I didn't kill Tengu. I don't. It's a very small reactionary chance if you beat their forces. Yeah, I did not kill Tengu. I haven't killed any diplomatic members for the United Cities. I haven't even gone to the UC. Like, look. I don't even have any of the UC cities. I haven't even gone over there. They just apparently Tengu thinks that the Templars are a real fucking threat because sent Igor after us. It was a foolish endeavor. It was a foolish endeavor. Oh man, Igor getting turned into a pincushion in a matter of seconds might have something to do with their reluctance. Touche, touche. He's playing dead right now. Oh, nope. He's getting back up, and he's back down. His head is bleeding out, and it's getting worse. He's gonna go fully critical in a minute. Yeah, it's over for him. They'll start a bloody holy war. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Rector, are you still unconscious? You are. Critical. He's in bad shape. Heal his leg. Heal your leg, good buddy. Before it falls off. Gotta heal that leg up. Breck did his job, man. He held the line. It was magnificent. Magnificent. Stop the bleeding. How did Deshaun get out here? I dread to know. It's fine. Holy brother, indeed. Oh, thanks. He gave us a first aid kit. As children, as brothers. Good. It's good. Hell yeah. Badass. It's badass. Deshaun, where is Igor at? There he is. I'm gonna pick his ass up. Let's go. We're gonna get near the gate. Greasy rat. That's kind of rude. He's the one, like the two that made it through the gate. Any way your unique faction taking out units as Holy Nation spawns could have anything to do with it. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe. But they only show up in Holy Nation territories. They don't do anything in like UC territories or anything like that. They only show up in Holy Nation territories. So I don't think so. I don't think that would cause anything to happen like that. Breck, God damn it. Hold on. Breck went through the gate and then got teleported out. I gotta fucking get over here, you bastard. Okay. Go get your new sword, Riel. Become the Blender once again. Become the Blender once more. The way you were meant to be. The way you were meant to be. But if there's any near warring areas of the Holy Nation, the United Cities, I mean, maybe. We're listed as enemies with the United Cities. Obviously, they've sent attacks after us, but I don't know. I don't know, I guess. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, yes, Riel is the Blender once more. He is the Blender once more. All right, Seiji, what's your armor crafting skill up to? Nice. Are we making high grade yet? Or is it all just standard? It's still standard. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We made any large armor? What's up with that? I feel like we have a lot of boots and stuff. Are we not making the armor? Hold on. Armor? Yeah, leggings, armor. What's happening with the armor? Are we just putting it somewhere else? Oh, okay. We're putting it in other fucking places, I guess. Okay. That's fine. All right, we gotta start outfitting some of our guys with proper attire. Not Herbert. He's one of our good ones. They're gonna be getting a different set of armor. Cedric can do it, but we gotta wait for him because he's busy. Okay, yeah, we'll get some of you guys outfitted. Good, it's good. That was good. That was real good. Is it better than your last weapon? I think the damage is better, obviously, because it's Meito grade. It's got 2.42. It doesn't have the armor pen. The other one had 120% armor pen. But what is it? Riel is way faster with this weapon, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Way faster with the weapon. Way faster. Cathal. No? No, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll give you a high grade. If we have high grade, give you a high grade. Stunning. Get over here. Take these. Love it. Helmet. Love it. And boots. We love it. Magnificent. Starting to finally... But those numbers, man. Starting to finally get these guys outfitted. Get them looking right. Getting them look much better. Faster also means better defense. Indeed. Indeed. So this has been absolutely devastating for them. Absolutely devastating. Where's Deshaun at? He's carrying Igor. He's just over here beating plates with Igor on his side, bleeding out in critical condition. Okay. Throw him in. Throw him in. I always found it hilarious how prejudice system could be concluded to armor tiers. Like, you're lower rank than I am, therefore you get worse armor. Indeed. Indeed. Well, it's because they give them the mass-produced armor, right? Like, it's about quantity, not quality. They don't have time to make every armor a masterpiece. The masterpiece armor would be more intrinsic to those who are leading from the back. It's more intricate and usually less defendable, right? Like, usually the really high-quality armor is less ergonomic in its functionale, but it's also much more. It's a show of status. It's a show of status. It shows the discrepancy because they're willing to put more time, effort, resources, and money into the armor that their generals and stuff are wearing. So, yeah, dude, we pincushion the hell out of them. Look at all those arrows. Look at all those arrows. Magnificent. Yeah, we pincushioned the hell out of him. Didn't stand a chance. Didn't stand a fucking chance. Burn his pants. Wait for his pants to burn. There he goes. All right. Igor burns, everybody. Igor burns. There he is. Watch it happen. The great General Igor burns. I scotch. It's true. It's true. The reinforcements were carrying the turrets. Oh, yeah, the reinforcements absolutely carried the turrets. We would have had a much harder time without that. But it worked out well. It worked out well. Worked out well. Let the holy light of Okrin illuminate our foes. It's true. They're going to burn. They're going to burn, baby. They're going to burn. His head's going to hit negative 200, I think, before he bleeds out, so. Burn him. That's good. Makes a nice fire. He's getting toasty. It's getting toasty. Real toasty. Good thing Evil is in here. I don't know what Evil's opinion on Igor is. I don't know what his opinion on Igor is. Oh, yeah, real bad. There he is. Limbs fell off. He's a pincushion. He's toasting. He's toasting. It's happening. We're almost to 200, and then he dies. And he's dead. Look at that. We did it. We did it. Whoa. Makes sense to impale your enemies to a wall and just light them in eternal fire. Well, we also have out front, on occasion, we've been known to nail people to crucifixes out front in front of the statue of the Phoenix, in front of the statue of the Lord Phoenix. Though we haven't done that since our recent stuff. He would have spawned a bunch of Shek that was when that was going down. High for meat for breakfast. Yeah, he would have spawned a ton. The kill box was a radical success. Look at this. My God. My God, we were absolutely pincushioning them out here. Killbox went really well. It was good. That was good, guys. That was good. I was scared, but it worked out. Worked out very well. Worked out very, very well. We love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. All right, some of our guys that are not in the high-quality specialist gear and shit can come down and start getting their new equipment. Start getting the new equipment. All right, take that. Over here, get your new boots. Your new bootsies. Get your bootses. Good. Get your new legs, your Legos. Lego my ego. Nice. All right, Kotsky, same deal. You're on corpse disposal. You can get over here and get your new stuff. New boots. New legs. New helmet. Do we not have a new... Oh, there it is. Just put it in here for now. Nice. Nice. We're going to take some of this old shoddy equipment, too, and throw it in that other box. Take all the shitty equipment and throw it in here. I say shitty. All the equipment we're not using anymore and throw it in there. Some of these old prototype ones, too. Just the ones we ain't going to use. Nice. Once we start making specialist gear, we'll make the gear for Riel and all them. Very good. You. Take these, throw them in here. And then once we're done with that too, we'll use that as the junk bin, and we'll load up on crap like that crap. And then once that's done, oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to fit that. Once that's done, we'll delete this box and go from there. No space for this? There's not. Okay. So these are the junk bins. These are the junk bins. Good. Good, good, good. If they had smart AI, sadly they don't. They definitely would have avoided the kill box. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You, for you, you, and you. But I don't think I can grab you yet. No. The junk boxes, man. The junk boxes. Nice. Okay, so now that that's done, we'll start continuing to move our guys over here. So we'll have them come in, dump their equipment that they're currently wearing in the junk boxes. Any minute now. There we go. Jesus, you're taking so fucking long. And then you come over here, and you grab your new equipment. Stunning. And you're good to go. You can't even tell that he's got peg legs because his feet are hidden by the robe at the bottom. It's good by the under the plate. It's good. It's good. Can't wait for Kenshi 2, not gonna lie. Even though it'll take like 5 years to finish, I don't know if it's gonna take 5 more years to finish, to be honest. And I need to clarify because obviously I do work with lo-fi, and you know all that stuff. Especially it's kind of in the forefront of people's brain right now because a short came out yesterday that I made for lo-fi on their channel. So it's kind of in the forefront. This is not me giving you like inside information. I don't know. They haven't told me. Even if I did ask, I doubt they would tell me, but I haven't even asked. I think my opinion is that Kenshi 2 is going to come out at the earliest next year, but probably 2028. But I think the end of next year, somewhere between the end of next year and the end of 2028, somewhere in that time frame, like Q3, Q4 of 2027. And the same time 2028, within that year time frame, is when we're gonna get Kenshi 2. That's my personal opinion, non-insider opinion. I have no actual idea, but that's my non-insider opinion. That's not bad. I was expecting longer, given that they don't have a big company working on it. I mean, they have they have like 35 people that work for them total, right? And like, think about what 35 people can accomplish. Morrowind was made by 35 people. You know, Oblivion was made by like 35, 40 people. It's not uncommon for studios of that size to pump out really good games in a short amount of time. The more people you have, the more checks and balances there are. There's more like bureaucracy and you know, you have to ask this person if it's okay, and then that person has to go ask another person, right? Like, so having a larger team ends up making things take longer because of bureaucracy. Also, ultimately, the people that are making the decision end up becoming so busy because the team is so large, they don't actually have any idea what the game is like. They don't get to like play it or proof test it or have direct input. Instead, it's just a lot of that sounds good, that sounds good, that sounds good. They don't actually ever get to see it in practice, which is a problem. That's a problem. So, yeah, I personally, I think that large gaming teams are not fucking stunning. I would much rather have, I would much rather have small teams. I would much rather have a team of like, I don't know, like 35 people. I mean, 30 to 35 people really is the golden number in terms of creating a game, in my opinion. The golden number. The 9, that's what I meant. Right there. The Forge of the 9. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think large teams are not great. I think they're not great. I hate large teams because they don't actually test their products. Like you said, it just sounds good. Yeah, everything's based on what it sounds like. It's unreliable, It's unreliable. And it becomes bureaucracy. It just becomes a lot of bureaucracy. Plus, the more people you have on the team, the more money you need to, fund payroll. And the more money you need to fund payroll, the more likely you are to go from independent to, having investors and having people that have a financial say in what happens, or else they'll pull their money and you have to give them their money back. Like, it's not donations, it's investors, right? Those are different things. And so when that happens, it's when you go from indie to AA and AAA, and it's not great. It's not great. AAA gaming is garbage for that very reason, because the people that are making the game have too much bureaucracy to get anything done effectively, and they're also at the whim of investors who have to make their money back, and so those investors get a say in what happens, even though they have no understanding or experience in how these things make. Right? They want to bitch about the sausage, but they don't want to know how it gets made. It's a whole thing. So yeah, small indie teams of like 30, 35 people will always be the more effective, efficient way to go. Always. Okay, well, we've survived another night. We managed to do it. It was a little bit of a rough evening there. We did get attacked by Igor, but we are starting to get built up. We've got armor and weapons being made. Our sources of armoring are going much better. We're producing standard grade armor, which is good. So now we can start outfitting our troops in actual gear that doesn't suck complete ball. And yeah, we're making progress. Soon, all of our guys will be outfitted in this wondrous attire that actually provides pretty decent defense, all things considered. The cut resistance and the blunt resistance on this is actually pretty good. So, solid stuff. Solid stuff. And once we hit specialist grade, we'll start making armor for Griffin, Saram, Riel, and Sigismund there. So, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. I think that's where I'm going to call it for the evening. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be on tomorrow with... so Muffin's not going to be here because it is... he's got some stuff going on offline that he's taking care of. Events and whatnot. So he will not be on tomorrow. So no Muffin stream tomorrow. So I think tomorrow we're going to do a Baldur's Gate stream. Nice little palate cleanse. We've been going pretty hard recently, so I think a nice little palate cleanse with Baldur's Gate will be fun. So, another Garuk episode tomorrow evening. But, guys, I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you for coming and donating and hanging out and helping us meet the goal. Once again, you guys are the absolute best. It is because of you guys that I'm able to do any of this, and I cannot stress to you how much it means to me that you guys are willing to come and hang out and chat with me and support and all that stuff. It's huge. Absolutely huge. But with all that being said, guys, use your powers for good instead of evil. Make a difference in somebody's life. And I will see you, a good portion of you, because, it's a variety stream. But I'll see a good portion of you tomorrow. And the ones that I don't, I'll see you on Sunday. So, later, fools.